Now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True. Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building, and we are back. Chinny podcast. We back up in this BI. Let me make sure that everybody can hear me. Let me check my sound, make sure everything Gucci on this end. It look like I'm hooked up to the Roadcaster. That's what it looks like. Let me see what I sound like. All right, I sound pretty good. Everything sounds Gucci. You see what I'm saying? So, once we get to 100, I give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? I got a chance to watch that fight last night with the Zuffa card. I wanted to go live for it, but I couldn't. It's just that it was a lot going on yesterday. I was like, man, I had no shot bit. I was shooting videos and editing videos. I had no drop 2 videos yesterday, and then I had the carpet cleaner came and cleaned the carpets and stuff like that, and I had to take everything out of the office, you know what I mean, and then put everything back in, and it was just too much, So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's boy. Let me tell you something. This show This show right here is gonna be a 2-part series, because I got something else I want to interject to it as well, because I sit back, I sit back and I watch the media. The reason I watch the media a lot, it's because I understand a lot of the tactics and stuff that's going on. I really don't worry about. I don't worry about fans of fighters. The fans of fighters are going to do what they do. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of who your favorite fighter is, that's just the reality of the situation. So I get that. That's just a byproduct of the game, and that's dealing with emotions, and some people have nationalistic pride, racial pride. They may hate blacks. They may hate Hispanics. They may hate whites, or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever gender, whatever line they decide to go down, so be it. They may just love boxing or whatever. I really don't give a damn, right? I ain't worried about that. Because I know the people are the sheep. That I do know. The people are the sheep. It's always been like that since the beginning of time. So I get that. And I understand how governmental structures work and stuff like that. But within the sport of boxing, I sit back and I look at a lot of things, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's saying this now. Oh, he's saying that. I have a trained eye, so I know I see the bullshit when I see the bullshit when I see it. And it's like, I know it when I see it, because it's the same tactics. They don't really do no different tactics. It's just they just use those same tactics and move on to the next individual or next group or whatever. But it's the same tactics. It's been that way before any of us was born, and when we leave this motherfucker, it's gonna be this way. You get what I'm saying? So so it is what it is. But me, I'm here to call a spade a spade. I really don't, I ain't, shit. When you get money, being a non-celebrity, yeah, you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really gonna be, and this is just on this low level. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, it's a lot going on, man. I'm sitting there looking at Carissa Shields. Oh my God, man, There's so much going on with the GWAT right now. The GWAT all over the place, man. The GWAT, Man, the Guay's fighting, man. The Guay's fighting. Her next fight is a soccer mom, and the way she's selling it is though, yeah, it's me, Win Records and Salida Promotions. I'm the headline. I'm this. I'm that. Man, no. You talking? This is a Zeus Promotions product. This is a Zeus Promotions. Zeus got all the, Zeus got all like the celebrity stuff on there. Christian Rock. Ray J fighting Orlando Brown. Like Zeus is like a spectacle promotional company or something of that sort, right? And I like Zeus. I like it. I like it. It's fun. It's funny, right? I'm like, man, this what you been reduced to? And you fighting a soccer mom, the lady 42, 43 years old, fam. She in her 40s. She got like 7 professional fights. She like 5-2 or something like that. Soccer mom. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. True. Nah. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what the fuck she doing? Yeah, we got that 360 deal, dog. We got that 360. Remember that $8 million? I signed the $8 million deal. And when I'm gonna tell you, see, when people hear that, they think that means that individual signed the piece of paper and they got $8 million in their bank account. That's what, because that's what the average person who don't understand how to understand language. I signed the $8 million deal. Okay, let's break that down. What does that mean? Does that mean you have $8 million in your bank? That's the question to ask. And then you're going to see a lot of wiggling and pooting. True. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. A whole nother. That's not a word, but we're going to put it together anyways. So I'm sitting back. So I see Evan De Los Santos got knocked out last night. Doggone El Rayo went right up in there. He like, man, I'm tired of this shit, dog. Nigga knocked me out about 4 years ago, dog. I was supposed to win. I was an upset, and he got some get back. Now they say, he did hit El Rayo when El Rayo was on all fours. Not El Rayo, Evan De Los Santos, when Evan De Los Santos was on all fours, after he got dropped, he was just trying to, he had got dropped. Then he did hit him again. He like, pussy ass nigga, yeah, and then, knocked him down, yeah, nigga, and take this. Hit him again, put a little, he did put a little oomph on there. He did put a little extra oomph on there when the man was down. He did that now. True. He did that. True. I would be mad. Now that is against the rules. That is against the rules. That is true. But I would be mad at it. But the way Evan De Los Santos did him 4 years ago, can you blame the man? The man had to wear that. He had to live with that. Nigga, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Can you blame him? That's all I'm saying. Hey, Tila, shout out to Tila. Tila, what's going on, Tila? Yeah, Tila, what's happening? Tila, what's going on? Yeah. Hey, Big Mason, what's going on? Flint, Michigan in the house. We got Omaha in the house. We got Flint in the house. We got ATL in the house. We got New York in the house. Brooklyn in this bitch. We got Houston, H-Town. You know what I mean? It is with the H-Town down. Schoolo in this North Cackalack, Fayetteville, North Cackalack. Round one, what's going on, baby boy? What's happening, fam? Hey, round one, there's a whole lot going on, fam. Evan De Los Santos got put to sleep last night. El Rayo you know what I mean? There's a whole lot going on. See, God damn, boy, that shit was a good card. For overall, we had a good card this weekend. Boost did his thing. That's a whole nother story right there. That's a whole nother story, dog. Oh, that's a whole nother story about this Boost and Xander Zayas shit and Virgil Ortiz. Because I had ripped Virgil Ortiz, so I'm like, fam, you said El Rayo, you said Xander Zayas quit. And he did quit. Oh, Xander Zayas. I have a show that's going to be dedicated to you, sir. It's coming soon. I promise you, right? It's coming soon. I have a show that's going to be dedicated to you, or maybe even a video. It's coming. Either the day or tomorrow. I can promise you that. Yeah, he did quit. He quit. I went back and looked at it. I said, yeah, this motherfucker, he looked at his corner. And then he motherfucker looked at his corner And the ref looking at him like, my nigga, what you want to do? And then he looked back at the ref, looked back. Harvey Dart looked at his corner, and then he looked back at Xander. Zayas said, "Yeah, I'm a professional lip reader. I can read lips, and I'm a body language expert." When I looked at it, I had to go back and look at it again. When I went back and looked at it again, I said, "Yeah, man, that motherfucker did." He said, "Yeah, that's it, dog. That's it." I said, "Oh man, listen." Because I said if he would have won, we was debating whether we should give him that Puerto Rican assassin title. I can't give it to him. Listen, I spoke to the Tampa chapter. I spoke to the Puerto Ricans, the Tampa chapter of the Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean? I spoke to them here, and they told me that I can still call Xander, not Xander Zayas. They told me I can still call Edgar Berlanga the Puerto Rican assassin, because Edgar Berlanga went out on his shield. True. Edgar Berlanga went out on his shield. Y'all talk that shit by Edgar. Y'all talk that shit. But right now, the realest Puerto Rican in boxing right now, I'm talking about the big name fighters, the realest Puerto Rican right now in boxing is Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, he don't quit in the ring. And Edgar Berlanga, he ain't telling niggas he want to fight at a catchweight, rehydration clause. He ain't turning down $15 million for smoke. He don't back all the way up. Edgar Berlanga ain't making friends and buddies and homie level friends and brothers, and he ain't doing none of that. So right now, the Puerto Rican assassin is still Edgar Berlanga. True. Until another Puerto Rican fighter prove me wrong. Until another Puerto Rican fighter prove me wrong, Edgar Berlanga is still the Puerto Rican assassin.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I loves me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
That's right. You know what I mean? Y'all, this for all you Puerto Ricans in the chat. I ain't gonna say no names. All you Puerto Ricans in the chat and in New York who be hating on my dog, who be hating on Edgar Berlanga. My fam, we still the number one Puerto Rican in the country. That's facts. The island love us. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about us. The island love us. They threw a parade for us. The mayor is considering now, building a statue for Edgar Berlanga. He went 12 rounds with Canelo, and he went out on his shield when he got knocked out by Hamza Sharaj. True. Facts. True. Oh yeah. Shout out to Green Eyes P, man. Been a member for 46 months. 40. She said from Liverpool, come join the TMP family, send gifts and donations. That's right. We want the gifts. That's right. We want, y'all know what we want? This is what we want. We want the gifts and we want the donations.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
That's right. I am a part of the Puerto Rican Assassin Committee. I am the only non-Puerto Rican member of the board. I am the part of the Puerto Rican Committee, the Tampa chapter. And I am the go-between between the fellow Puerto Ricans in Tampa and the rest of the Puerto Ricans in New York. So I get the word from them. Then I call Jamie, and then I pass the word to Jamie. Then Jamie talked to the other Puerto Ricans, and then everybody get on board. True. That's how we do it. I'm the go-between between the Puerto Ricans and the non-Puerto Ricans. Because, Puerto Ricans, they don't talk to no non-Puerto Rican. They normally just talk to themselves. So, they don't really talk to everybody like that. You got to be Puerto Rican to have a conversation with them most of the time. That's most of the time. Unless you at work or something like that, that's different. So I'm kind of like the go-between. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyways, Lord, this is a good question. Will Jaron Ennis get treated the way Terence Crawford did by the mainstream media? Mainstream boxing media. He's the darling of the mainstream boxing media right now. He's the darling right now. They love him right now. They're in love with him. I seen this, but I seen this movie before.
True.
I seen it before. What you say, Daniel? Daniel said, "Yep, coach. He said you're about a fake. he said you're about a fake group, but all that hating Daniel doing, bro. Listen, that hate, y'all gotta stop. I don't know what y'all got against Puerto Ricans. Listen, it ain't but one Puerto Rican. It's two Puerto Ricans I like. I'm talking about in boxing. Two Puerto Ricans. That you know, I had my main man. I had Keith Cologne though. Here, Keith Cologne. I like him. I like that young man right there. Him and his father and his mother. They doing a great job. I like that young brother right there. He's a real Puerto Rican. And then we got another one. We got one from Brooklyn, Edgar Berlanga. Now the other Puerto Rican that's on the power for power list, like y'all got to take that nigga off at this point. Like this nigga running from smoke. You know, he took power. He number one power for power when it comes to tweeting. You know, motherfucker don't, you know, he got too many brothers, too many cousins, too many homie lover friends. It's just too much. You gotta go through too many people to get to him. Nigga don't want no. So I ain't saying no names. I don't want nobody talk about, oh, why you hating on such and such? I ain't saying no names. So, you know, if you get offended by what I'm saying, you must be the dog. No, it's not the same. Malcolm X said, shout out to the great RP to the great Malik El-Shabazz, Malcolm X. He said, if you throw a rock in the pack of dogs, it's the hit dog that hollers. If you start hollering, If you start hollering, guess what? You the dog I must have hit with the rock. To this day. You dig? And I do not apologize. I mean, one thing I can promise y'all, I mean, every word I'm finna say today. You ain't got to worry about that shit right there. You ain't got to worry about no peer pressure. You ain't got to worry about, yeah, dog, they put the peer pressure down on coach and made him come back and recant. I'm not recanting shit. I stand on any motherfucking thing I say. I don't give a fizz up.
True.
Yeah. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Anyways, in the aftermath of Jaron Ennis' victory over Xander Zayas, the media appears to be doing pretty much the same rinse and repeat cycle they did with Terence Crawford. I've been peeping some things. There's been peeping some things now because I'm seeing both sides of the coin. I'm seeing heads and I'm seeing tails. Right now they love him though. Right now they love him. They love that boy right now. You get what I'm saying? But it's gonna change. It's gonna change. I can promise you that. History tells me that. Boots is one of the hottest. He's pretty much one of the hottest names in American boxing right now, especially after his performance this past weekend over Xander Zayas. You know, and now he's going to experience what comes with that. See, I've been doing this shit a minute, right? Just a little bit, not that long, but a little bit, right? But just even when I wasn't doing it, I used to always notice. I always been intrigued by the media. I don't know if you guys know, but I had my press credentials. Well, it's at years ago. I'm registered with the United States Press Agency, USPA. USPA, United States Press Agency. I'm registered with them. They actually, there's a company out of Las Vegas, and I used to go into all kind of concerts and this and that. Like I get, you get everything. You get the whole media kit. You get what I'm saying? And you put the genre that you specialize in, and they register you and they register your name in a database, and then you get all kind of your media credentials and stuff like that. And then just independent media. I've been doing the independent media shit like since I want to say like 2013. Probably before that, 2012. Yeah, about 2012, 2013. Yeah, I want to say 2000. Yeah, about 2012, 2013-ish. Because I worked in the studios and I was an engineer. I went to Full Sail, learned how to engineer, and worked at Circle House Studios, worked at the Hit Factory, worked at other different studios. You get what I'm saying? So I used to interview a lot of rappers in electronic music artists like David Guetta, drum and bass artists, dubstep artists, stuff like that, right? But for the most part, it's pretty much all the same shit. So I say, yeah, this shit I see. I like it's the same rinse and repeat cycle that we saw in the past that I've noticed. You get what I'm saying? So, it's gonna happen because it always happens. They did it to Larry Holmes. They did it to Ali. They did it to, that's another thing I want to talk about because since I mentioned Ali, there's this, I heard some fighters say, I even heard Bud say this. I even heard Floyd Mayweather say this. And I think Bud is repeating what Floyd said. Yeah, man, didn't nobody love Ali. They loved him after he retired and got sick and all that stuff there. And that's not true. That's simply not true. Ali was loved by the people. He was always loved by the people. You know what I mean? He wasn't loved by the white folks of that time because he came up in the racial Jim Crow era. So you're talking about in the 60s, it was very, very racist in the 60s. Whites at that time hated blacks, hated black folks. And they had Jim Crow laws and all kind of laws to suppress us and stuff like that. That's true, right? So, but black people loved Ali. They loved him when he was Cassius Clay, and they damn sure loved him when he became Muhammad Ali. So, I hear people say that, yeah, they didn't love him when he was a child. That's not true. Now, if you're saying that the mainstream media didn't love him, then you have an argument. If you're saying that the white folks of that time didn't love him, then yes, you're right about that. But that's how you have to preface that. You can't say that they didn't love him. Like, who is the they that you're talking about? So, that I gotta say that. I gotta say that. That's not true. I think them brothers need to go back and do some studying. You know what I mean? Just go back and do some studying on that, because that's not true. And I've heard because because the people who say that, they never say who is the they. This what they say is they'll say they didn't like Ali back then. They hated Ali. You know what I mean? They didn't love Ali until he got broke and sick and all that stuff there. And I'm like, they never specify who is they. That they is very ambiguous. Did you get what I'm saying? So you got to be specific when you say certain things. So sometimes now, in the aftermath of Jaron Boots and his victory over Xander Zayas, the media appears to be doing the same thing, the same rinse and repeat cycle that they did, meaning the media, that they did with Terence Crawford. Boots is one of the hottest names in boxing, in American boxing right now, and he is now going to experience what comes with that. He hasn't fought nobody. He's fighting bums. We've been hearing that a long time, and you know what I mean? Don't nobody know who he fought. He's chinny. Xander Zayas had Boots doing the stanky leg. Boots struggled with a 5-1 underdog, etc., etc., etc.
True.
Now, he's already been going through that about the resume. Everybody talk about that. What is anybody? Everybody talk about that. But now, he's on this pedestal now. He's going to be magnified, and he's really going to be under a microscope. So what's going to happen is this. I'm finna give y'all tomorrow's headlines today. This is going to happen. There's going to be a group of people who say, you know what? And I'm saying this objectively because I'm kind of like, I don't have an emotional dog in the race. I really don't. But I know how this media shit works. I do. I know how this media shit works. So when you start seeing the headlines, articles, titles, videos of just the same shit. Yeah, man, what I'm seeing now is, okay, how can you still, Nick, how can you, well, he did what he was supposed to do, which he did. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't think nobody had Xander Zayas winning. And I think anybody who did have him winning, it was kind of like wishful thinking. You get what I'm saying? But, he always had an escape route. Well, you're 23 years old. You wasn't ready for the moment and all that stuff there. He could bounce back and all that there, right? So Xander's not really going to get the backlash. He's getting that. I went out like a warrior. And I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I am happy that he made that fight happen. Now, his team probably told him, no, don't. That wouldn't be a good idea. But sometimes you gotta let the young fighter find out on their own. Sometimes, you can tell a motherfucker something, but if they don't listen, okay, go ahead. You gotta let them see. You get what I'm saying? And Xander Zayas saw this weekend. He saw that. He saw what level he was on. He saw that they had me a 5-1 underdog for a reason. And as I said before, there's already a foregone conclusion that Boot's gonna win. So I'm past that. Go back and listen to Thursdays and Fridays telecast we did. I said I'm past that. They said this nigga catching bullets with his teeth. I want to see him catch bullets with his teeth. I saw him catch bullets with his teeth this weekend. Now, it was against a 5-1 underdog. It was against a guy who no one gave a snowball chance of hell in winning. You get what I'm saying? But I'm happy that he made the fight. So, did Xander Zayas quit in the end? Yes, he did. He quit. He quit right there. He chose not to get back up. He told the referee, "No, I'm done." Did you get what I'm saying? So, it's kind of like, I was at the gym today. I was talking to my partner. I got a Puerto Rican guy I know by the name of Caesar. Caesar is from Queens, New York. And there's another one named Frank. Frank is from the Bronx. And they both in their 50s. And Caesar was like, he said, this how he talk. He like this big, like motherfucker he ain't got no neck. He shoulders and neck. He looked like, you guys know the Juggernaut on the X-Men? He looked like the Juggernaut. But he ain't that tall. He probably like 5'8". He about 5'8", something like that, right? 5'7", he about 5'7", something like that. He looked like the Juggernaut. He head and shoulders, arms like this. The motherfucker got 35-inch arms. He can't close his arms, right? And I'm sitting there, I said, well, yeah, man, just in case some shit pop off, you see what I'm saying? Caesar, I might need you, baby boy, just in case, you know what I mean? I might need you. Don't worry about it. Just tell me, come get me. If he grab you, it's over. I can promise you that. If he grab you, it's over with. Nigga but it's over. Nigga gonna break your neck. He gonna slam you on your haircut. But listen, I'm telling you, Caesar, if Caesar grab you, nigga, it's a wrap. To this day. It's a motherfucker if he grab you. See what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So, and he's a part of the, he's one of the top Puerto Ricans here in the city. Hey, shout out to Jess. Hey, Jess, he one of the top Puerto Ricans here in the city. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, Schoolo, I gotta talk to Caesar now. You gotta talk to Caesar. Caesar, hey, you get what I'm saying? You feel me? That's all I'm saying, Phil. Yeah, so he was like, man, he was mad to the motherfucker. See, they say, man, that guy, he said that fucking Boots, that guy, that guy's pretty good. It's pretty good. But Xander had him. We had him in the 3rd round, and Xander let him off the hook. And even in the 4th round, we kind of had him a little bit too. He let him off the hook. You see what I'm saying? And that's from an experience and lack of experience and this and that. And, because he don't like Edgar Berlanga. Caesar don't like Edgar Berlanga. Because I be bragging on Edgar Berlanga. I say, man, the Puerto Rican assassin Edgar Berlanga. And every time I say that shit, he get mad. He get mad when I say that shit. I say it. I say it because I know it's going to make him mad. I say the Puerto Rican assassin, he don't like that shit. So he was like, man, the kid fought his heart out, man. I say, Caesar, the man quit at the end, though. He didn't quit. No, he didn't. I say, Caesar. So I had to pull the video up. I said, oh, I wish y'all was there. Hey, Jamie, I wish you was at the gym today. Boy. I pulled the video up, right? I say, Caesar, tell me what you see right here. He said, look, no, he got hit. Caesar doing all this talking, right? I say, Caesar, this is what I need you to do. I just need you just to watch it and just don't, because you getting hyped right now. You hyped up. Just calm down. Just watch it. Don't say nothing. Can you do that for me? Because he one of these hype dudes, so I gotta try to calm him down. So I showed it to him again. I say, Caesar, now you see he down on one knee. Yeah, he's down on one knee. And what is he doing? He's looking over to his left. Who is he looking at? I think he's looking at his corner. Yeah, he's looking at his corner. And then what the referee do? The referee waved it off. Okay, we Caesar, let's stop. Well, Caesar, what did the referee do? The referee looked to the left. And so the corner muscle's waving it off. I say, then when he looked back at Xander Zayas, look at Xander Zayas' lips and look at the referee's lips. The referee asked him something, and Xander Zayas turned away from his corner, and he looked at the ref and he shook his head up and down and he said, "Yeah, I'm done." And then the referee waved it off. And Caesar was in denial. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I say, Caesar, just go back and look at it. So I call Frank. I say, Frank, tell me what you see right here. Frank looked at it. Frank said, "Yeah, man." They're like, "Yeah, he quit. He said he was done." I said, Frank said, "Yeah, he quit, man. He said he was done." Caesar was hurt. Caesar was hurt. I say, man, god damn. I said, "Yeah, Caesar, man, you know what I mean? I give him credit, man, but yeah, the man at the end is, he, I say, you talk, because I was throwing it in his face. I said, "You talk all this shit about the Puerto Rican assassin, Edgar Berlanga, but Edgar Berlanga ain't never quit. You had to knock him out." Caesar was mad that the man ain't say nothing to me. The rest of he ain't say nothing to me. The rest. Hey, Caesar ain't say nothing to me. The rest of the workout, he ain't say shit. To this day. Well, Caesar was mad at the motherfucker. Caesar was mad at the motherfucker. I said, "Yeah, man, I give him credit though. I give him credit, man. But I said, yeah, man, yeah, man, you feel what I'm saying, man? He got, he you get what I'm saying? Anyways, I will say this, right? I will say this. As I said before, I've seen this before. Right now, they love him now. They love him now, right? They love him now. But that shit gonna change. I promise you that. When it do, when it do come back to this show, you can be like, "Coach, you said it." To this day. Because I know the media. I get it. I know the media. You see what I'm saying? Black Freezer ain't coming back. So they're gonna still try to hate on Black Freezer. Black Freezer working in the media right now. Him and some of the people he working with are some of his biggest haters. But hey, he a grown man, you know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Steph. Steph, what's going on? Some of the people he working with right now is some of his biggest haters. Two of them niggas I know for sure. A nigga and a white boy. I ain't gonna say no names. True. But that's okay. Anyways, hey, shout out to Jamie. Jamie, what's going on, fam? Coach Eddie and his BI. H-Town T. Salute. Shout out to H-Town T. Schoolo, what's going on, fam? Hey, what it say? Schoolo say Coach got him 38 hot. Hey, listen. Hey, Schoolo, you know what I realized, fam? Schoolo. Schoolo. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Shout out to Cadiz. Cadiz, what's going on, Cadiz? Listen. Hey, listen. Hey, Schoolo, you know what I realized, fam? Shout out to Mika. They not mad at me. They not mad at me. You know what they mad at, fam? Hey, Schoolo. They not mad. You know what they mad at? They mad at the truth. Truff. Truth. They mad at the truth. You see what I'm saying? And they mad that you put it right there in their face so they can't deny it. Yeah, they can't deny it. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, this nigga man always showing them goddamn. I had to show him the receipt. I say, nah, the night of the fight, I ain't really see that. I was like, okay, look like he, you know what I mean? I was like, I looked at it like, God damn, he beat him. The nigga, the referee waved it off. I didn't know. I know he looked to his left, but I didn't see him mumble any words or nothing of that sort. And I went back and looked at it. I said, no, that motherfucker said I'm done. He was like, he did like this. He said, I'm done. he nodded his head up and down like, yeah, I'm done. Harvey Dog, like, all right, dog, don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it, dog. I got you. Harvey Dog. Y'all listen, y'all talk all that shit about Harvey Dog. What he did, y'all talk all that shit about Harvey Dog now. What he did in the fight with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. He was giving Devin Haney extra time to get y'all was saying all that shit about Harvey Dog. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about Harvey Dog in this fight. Now I did hear somebody say, I think I saw it on X. But I did see some on X. I think somebody said that the Harvey Dog does it again or some of that sort. Harvey Dog gave Boots extra time to recover in the third round. He allowed him to hold Xander Zayas for long periods of time throughout that third round. So he can recover. I heard somebody say that. I said, I'm gonna sit back and see if this turned out to be a story. Hey, shout out. I don't know. Hey, shout out. Listen. Shout out to Kaze. Kaze Soprano. What he say? He said, "Don't worry about it, baby boy." Hey, Kaze. Hey, check this out, fam. Yeah, baby boy, don't worry about it, baby boy. You did your best, baby boy. Baby boy, you did your best. We gonna give you a pass on the quitting. We gonna get you a pass on the quitting, baby boy. And you get what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that, baby boy. We gonna get you a pass on that. And I was like, I give him credit for taking the fight. I gotta give him credit because had he not took that fight, we wouldn't be talking about Jaron Ennis being a unified champion right now. So you got to give Xander Zayas the credit. Now, but at the end, I think at the end he realized he fucked up. You know what, dog? I'm finna make an executive decision. See how, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it as though, because he Puerto Rican. He Puerto Rican now. Well, now somebody black quit. Hey, Sweet Tea. Now let that would have been Jaron Ennis quitting. If Jaron Ennis, let's say Xander Zayas would have beat down Jaron Ennis this weekend. Let's say he would have beat him down. Let's say he would have beat him down. And Boots ended up getting beat down to his knees like Xander did. And then Boots look over at Bozy. And Bozy like, this it, son. That's it, son. I'm finna pull the plug, son. You ain't it. You're too chinny. You're too chinny, son. Finna pull the plug. And then Boots like, okay. And then Harvey Dog look at Boots. Boots, man, what you want to do? And Boots like, yeah, I'm done. If Boots do that, boy, just imagine what the headlines would have been. True. Coach Eddie, I need you to call the show, Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, I need you to call the show. What you say, Coach Eddie say they cooked Demetrius Andrade. Yeah, you know what? They did cook Demetrius Andrade now. You know what, Coach Eddie? You're right. We got to keep that same energy. We got to keep that same energy with Xander Zayas now. We got to keep that same energy. Because when Demetrius Andrade quit on the stool, Xander Zayas did quit in the ring. Now we got to keep that same energy now. You know, we about keeping that same energy. We gonna get to that though. We gonna get to that. But back to what I was saying though. Boots can forget getting any of the top name active fighters to fight him. I think that Xander Zayas fight. It's kind of like twofolds, right? Because he won in a dominant fashion. Xander Zayas fought the wrong style. Everybody I talked to in boxing, they say, man, what was he thinking about? He fought the wrong style fight. You don't fight a guy mid-range and on the inside and try to exchange punches with him when he has faster hands than you. For every one punch you land, he landed 3 and 4 punches. Power shots. Because he's sitting on his shots. So, so motherfucker like, yeah, dog. And it seems to me that the people I spoke to, except for maybe one guy, but it seemed to me that some of the people I spoke to, and I ain't saying no names, because again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. But it seemed like some people was kind of like, I'm not talking about the fans who picked Xander to beat Boots. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the people that's in boxing. And this is how I came up with this topic of the show. The people that's in boxing, like the talking heads, some people in the media, it was like some of the people I spoke to off record, and it's off record, so I can't say no names. It was like they was kind of upset that Boots won. It's kind of like, damn, it was kind of like, damn, you get what I'm saying? And they kind of like leaned heavy into the third round he got hurt. He chinny, this and that. And, if Xander had more experience, he could have did A, B, C, and D. And I said, well, I think, every fighter that I've seen in boxing eventually gets hurt. I think every fighter's going to have a round or whatever where they get hurt at. Ali got hurt. Ray Robinson got hurt. Hagler got hurt in a fight before. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. I don't see motherfuckers get hurt and come back and win. Hell, we saw what my main man name was. He was getting his ass beat, a broken orbital bone and everything. What's my main man name was? Joe Goosen was his trainer. him and Floyd Mayweather fought. Floyd was terrified. Floyd didn't want to fight the man. Jay Prince had to make him fight him, and he beat him. Diego Corrales. The motherfucker, he kept getting up, broken the orbital bone and everything, and he came back and won. Came back and won with a broken orbital bone. Got dropped by 4-5 times. You get what I'm saying? So, I did, you know, I kind of went in a little bit on Virgil Ortiz. Shout out to Amaro, man. Philly stand up. Shout out to my brother Amaro. I kind of went in on Virgil Ortiz because even though Virgil Ortiz was right, Xander Zayas did quit. He was right about that. However, I went in on Virgil Ortiz because, fam, you ain't got no room to talk. You wouldn't even get in the ring with the guy. At least Xander had the heart to get in the ring with him. Now, hindsight is 2020. It was probably dumb for him to do that. His promotional company probably was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, so be it. If you want to deviate from the plan that we got for you, and you think you can whoop Crawford 2.0, okay, fine. We're gonna put you in the ring with Crawford 2.0 and let you find out for yourself. But that's the kind of promoter I am. I'm kind of like, okay, my nigga, you don't want to follow the plan? I got about 4 tomato cans over here, dog. I got 4 cans over here that you gonna fight. I got a pork and bean can, a tomato can, I got a Campbell soup, the kitchen soup can, and I got a sardine can. And now, you know, we gonna pad it up a little bit. You see what I'm saying? You know, but you ambitious. You want to jump straight to the smoke. Okay, now this what come with the smoke. You ran to the smoke. I give Xander Zayas credit. You ran to the smoke, but you quit when you got it. When you got inside the smoke. True. That and that's the truth. That's the truth. That's what happened. Now, if Boots, this right here, right? Now, Boots can forget, as I said before, getting any of the top active names to fight him. I think he's going to have a hard time getting these names, getting these fighters in. Xander Zayas quit in the ring, and that's true. But Boots had a lot to do with Xander Zayas quitting in the ring. It ain't like he quit because he wanted to. He quit because the nigga he was fighting made him quit. He beat him into submission. You get what I'm saying? If Boots wants to enjoy the benefits of being compared to Crawford, then he will have to enjoy the wrath of criticism that comes with it. See, I don't have I know you used to have some quarters up here on my desk. See, there's a two-headed sword, right? It's both sides of the coin. If you want to enjoy heads, you got to deal with tails. Because that same media that's propping you up, saying that you was better than the other black fighter because they ain't got no fighters that look like them that can challenge you, that same media gonna turn on you. Because what's going to happen is this nigga too good. They got another one. Man, this motherfucker doing shit, whooping all our fighters. Bro, I promise you, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm starting to see it now. It's going to be fan bases against you now. If you want the benefits of being compared to them, being the better version of them, guess what? You're going to take what come with it. The good and the bad. For the other guy, it wasn't really never good. It just got good towards the end of his career. It just got good from the Spence fight on up. And it still ain't good. They still shitting on him. They listen. If the media is shitting on a guy that's a 5-division world champion, undefeated, 17 years of professional boxing, 3-division undisputed champion, former fighter of the year, like 2 or 3-time lineal champ. Like, accomplishments is crazy. Became a champion in 2014, 6 years after turning pro. Never had a split decision. All the fights he won the 31 knockouts was by stoppage or unanimous decision. If they shitted it on that nigga, what the fuck you think gonna happen to Boots?
True.
He ain't no special nigga with the media. I can promise y'all that. When it happened, you gonna come back over here and you gonna be like, man, you know what, dog? Damn, dog, you said that shit, coach. You said, y'all promise you that. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, he's still a nigga. So I'm telling you what God love. This was gonna come with it. I promise you that. As I said before, if he's gonna take the benefits, he's gonna have to feel the wrath of the criticism that's gonna come with it. Do you guys think that Boots would get the same media treatment as Terence Crawford did? Or do you think Boots is the media darling and the chosen one, and he don't have anything to worry about as it relates to that? Let's give everybody in the chat a round of applause. Yeah. Finna drop these phone lines early. I ain't gonna do much talking. I'm gonna just drop the phone lines early. But before we do, I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. Wookie Woo say, man, drop the line. Wookie Woo want a cup. Hey, look, man. Wookie Woo, I already know you crooked, hyped up right now, dog. Shout out to all my truck drivers out there, man. I got a lot of truckers listening to the show. Shout out to the truck drivers. Y'all know I used to be a truck driver myself. I drove for damn, what that company that night, bro? I drove a night transportation, CRST. I drove teams for CRST. I drove a flatbed trucks before. I never drove a tanker truck, refrigerated, dry van, dropping the hook. I worked for several companies. I forgot the other company, man, that Swift Transportation. I used to work for them. They got bought out by CRST. They got bought out by Night Transportation. I used to work for Swift. I work for a lot of different companies. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to my truckers out there, man, all of my truck drivers. Shout out to y'all. I fuss with y'all. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? See, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. And now I haven't spoken to Bud, but if I speak to him, I'll let y'all know. But now that he's working in the media, now that he's working in the media, I want to see how those same people that he's working with that was shitting on him. I want to see how they respond. I got a chance to hear one of them ask him a question on the phone when on the Sean Porter podcast. They had them all on. One of them asked him a question, and Bud gave a really good answer to him and all that stuff there. But yeah, him like this motherfucker's a snake. Like he kind of like the fuck boy for like the PBC and the top ranks and the Golden Boys and all the American establishment. He has an axe to grind with Turgal Sheik. I'm like, these people don't care nothing about you. You ain't even a raindrop to a river, fam. So, I guess he want to be I don't know, Iron Man or try to save the day or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't move the needle no way, form, or fashion. But I just now that he's a part of the corporate media, I want to see how he is he gonna be more like Andre Ward, because I know he's doing pre-fight and post-fight analysis. Is he gonna be more like Andre Ward? Or is he gonna be more Timothy Bradley or Sean Porter or or you know what I mean. I'm anxious to see that, and just like his personality don't fit me that he'll do some coon shit. So I'm like, I know people mad at him that he took a picture with President Trump, but whoop the motherfucking dude. You mad that the nigga take a picture with Trump, but you ain't mad that the motherfucker took a picture with Joe Biden. That shit don't make no fucking sense to me. But your politics is your politics. I really don't give a fuck. True. These motherfuckers seem to think that there's some good, that in the politics, there's some good white folks and bad white folks. All of them on the same motherfucking team. Literally. You the only fool that don't understand that. The people never understood that. But that's another story for another day. Now, this is I like this. I like this. I'm gonna tell you what I like about it. What I like about it is it got the people emotionally invested. Me being a content creator now, along with my other business, I understand the importance of emotional investment. I understand the psychology of it with my GED. And I studied these fan bases since I've been on this shit. I know what they like. I know what they don't like. I know what buttons to push. I know what moves them. I know, you get what I'm saying? I know, I'm telling you, fam. To this day. I know what I'm talking about. Shout out to doggone Damian Bennett. Hey, David, check this out. Hey, guess who I spoke to today? David, guess who I spoke to today, dog? I spoke to Dollar Bill. Shout out to I spoke to Dollar Bill. Not gonna sit here and lie to you, fam. I spoke to Bill for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes this morning. I was asking some good questions. I got one good answer though. I got one good answer. Because I was trying to get something concrete to tell the people. One thing concrete I can tell you that I got, and I gotta say, I'm gonna say allegedly on this, because I don't want nobody saying, yeah, man, Bill Haney said that such and such. And Bill ain't came out publicly and said it. But I'm gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, I'm hearing through the grapevine that Shakur Stevenson, he has backed totally away from the $15 million, and he's done. He don't want no parts. And then now Keyshawn Davis might be flaking a little bit now as well. But Keyshawn is next up the bat. I told him, I say, fam, you ain't gonna get no Tank Davis. You know that. Everybody know that. Well, everybody don't know that I know that. As I said before, and I take the common sense approach. If the guy didn't want to fight you at 135, why would he fight you now that you moved up to 147? That don't make no sense. Does that make sense? This guy ain't McGilla Gorilla. He wants a rehydration and a catch weight. That ain't gonna work. I'm the boss. You gotta listen to me. You ain't no boss. Motherfucker got to call Al Heyman. If I gotta call somebody in order to make a deal with you, you ain't the boss. The person I have to call is the boss. True. The person you have to call is the boss. All these fake bosses, if you say, yeah, I'm the boss. Okay, yeah, let's do a deal. Call Al. Oh, okay, Al the boss. To this day. Al the boss. So Operation Protect Shakur has worked. Jay Prince is a great manager. He did a great job. I don't want nobody to get mad at Jay Prince. Jay Prince is only doing what his client, Shakur Stevenson, told him to do. So We gonna let that go. That's over with. That's dead. It's 2 fights that ain't gonna happen. Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Those are 2 fights. I'm sure that's not gonna happen. Now I could be wrong. But boy, I'm very seldom wrong on this shit. Because if a nigga show you a pattern in the history of how they move, then their pattern tells you who they are. So that's over with. The Keyshawn Davis is more likely. And from what I'm hearing, what Keyshawn is upset about, from what I'm hearing, sources say allegedly. Let's do this here. Sources say allegedly. Keyshawn don't like the money that he gonna get fighting Devin Haney. He wanted the Zuffa money or the Turkey Island Sheik money. But they're not interested in making that fight. So more than likely, it's going to be another top-ranked fighter that's going to be sacrificed on the altar. Xander Zayas appeared to be sacrificed on the altar. We know my main man, Abdullah Mason, got a fight coming up this weekend. We're going to go live for that. He fighting Albert Bell. That's a hell of a slick black fighter. Coach Eddie, I don't know if you got Albert Bell on the slick black fighter committee. We got to talk to Coach Eddie about that. He is the president of the Slick Black Fighter Committee, and Coach Eddie curse has been broken. We can't talk about the curse of Coach Eddie no more. The Slick Black Fighters have come through for Coach Eddie as of late, so we got to go ahead and give Coach Eddie his credit. The curse has been broken. Yeah, that boy. They putting their fighters on the altar, bro. Hey, see here, you don't want to listen? You want to do it your way? Okay, fine. Here you go. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead. We got you. Eddie Hearn be doing that too. All his fighters getting knocked off. But Eddie Hearn got one now. He said, I got me one now, boy, nigga. I got Boots. Tell you, I got Jaron Boots Ennis. I have the best fighter in the world right now. He should be pound for pound #1. You know, I mean, a new age, much respect to him, but this guy is phenomenal. Like, I never seen anything like this. Like, he's way better than Crawford. You know, Roy Jones can only wish he was this athletic and explosive. Sugar Ray Leonard, like this guy, Sugar couldn't even hold this guy's jockstrap. Like, I mean, listen, when I hear Eddie Hearn, I say Eddie put that promoter hat on. Now, listen, a lot of people don't like Eddie Hearn. What I like about Eddie Hearn is this here. The motherfucker funny. He funny like that. He has that UK banter. It seems like he don't really take shit personal. Like he with the shits. You gonna talk shit about him. He gonna talk shit about Oscar, Dana White, Frank Warren or whatever. But he can, he give it and he can take it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it. I like his sense of humor. I do like his sense of humor. The motherfucker funny to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Booger Ray.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Did you fucking learn your lesson from that with AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Hold on, what you say, Phil? Hold on. Somebody said, hold on, what you say, Jazz? Jazz say, put some respect on Xander's name. Hey, look, hey, Jazz Funk, look here, man. Virgil Ortiz said the man is a quitter. He called him a PUSSY. You get what I'm saying? Devin Haney called him a quitter. Tank Davis called him a quitter. They calling him out, fam. So they had respect for him, but I think they don't lost the respect. What you say, OBW Stretch? Shout out to OBW Stretch.
Hey, okay.
Jumping out $2 super chat. He said, you think Boots will fight again this year, You know what? OBW Stretch, I hope so. I think, you know what I think? I think he can fight. They got Josh Kelly, right? I think they got the fighter Josh Kelly fight at 154. The one who beat he beat Bakram. He beat Bakram, right? Yeah, that's an Eddie Hearn fighter. So yeah. He should be able to fight again this year. Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. That should be a fight that should be easy to make because both of those guys are on the same side of the street. Now, if I'm Josh Kelly, I stay the fuck away from Boots. If I'm Josh Kelly. You know what I'm saying? No, dog, you know what I'm saying, Eddie? I know that's your boy. Because if you Josh Kelly, you have to know that Boots is his favorite fighter right now because of his talent. You ain't priority. You got to know if you Josh Kelly, you just want to feed me to the nigga. You don't fell in love with this nigga, dog. And even though, goddamn it, me and you are the same kinship, but you don't fell in love with your American lover boy, and now, goddamn, you want to feed me to him and give him my belt. Hell no. True. Hey, listen, man, if I'm Josh Kelly, man, shit, nigga, please.
Nigga, please.
Well, if I'm Josh Kelly, yeah, I'm staying the hell away from this nigga here, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Nigga, fuck that. Nigga, I just got, let me hold the belt for a while. Let me fight some tomato cans. I work hard to get to this point. Now you want me to just give it away? Yeah, no, it ain't working like that. Let me find some cans. Let me fight Lima Bean. Didn't you give him Lima Bean? Let me fight Lima Bean. Hey, hell. Come on, fam. You know I ain't lying, bro. You know I ain't lying. Come on, we know what it is. Shit. What did it say? He said Kelly said he wants big money, and the fight has to be in the UK. Hey, guess what? Hey, you know what? I totally agree. It got to be big money because Eddie Hearn said something about he want to give him another fight in Philly. I'm like, for what? He don't have 1 million fights in Philly. If I'm booked, I'll go to the UK and fight Josh Kelly. Terence Crawford went to the UK in 2014 for his first world title. Even though Boots is a unified champion. Errol Spence went to the UK in 2017 to beat Kell Brook for his first world title. Even though Boots the champion, just like he gotta do what Alexander Usyk did. I'll come anywhere and fight y'all. You know, just go get that belt because you're trying to become undisputed. So you got to look at, okay, if you want to become undisputed at 154, what you're going to have to do, you got to make some sacrifices. Okay, I'll go to the UK. The fight ain't going 12 rounds anyways. You ain't got to worry about them robbing you because you're going to make sure that they not able to rob you. Crawford did it. Spence did it. So you can do the same thing. Yeah, just going over there. Yeah, don't worry about it, dog. Don't be on your high horse and be like, yeah, I'm the unified champ. I got 2. He got 1. I'm the A side, all that there. Don't worry about that. Boots got to look at the bigger picture. Just go get this belt. Eddie, what you going to pay him? Pay him whatever he want. And now, if I'm Josh probably won't buy 15 mil. You pay me 15, I'll fight the nigga right now. True. Give me 15 million pounds. I'll fight him right now. Are you shitting me? 15 million pounds is just too much money. Like, I'm not going to pay you that. You know, it's like, it's not even, you know, we got to, you know, hey, look here, man. Listen, I know you love him right now. I know he's your darling. If you want this fight, I want 15 million pounds. It's simple as that, man. It's simple as that. You know, they stack it like you like it. Do you want it? Do you want the fight or do you don't want the fight? See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Give them an offer that you know they're gonna refuse. So you can say, he can try to save face. Look, I tried to make the fight, dog. It's business, dog. Like, this is the thing, right? Because Josh Kelly is a low level earning fighter. I don't think he make a whole lot of money. So if you're him, you gotta understand his situation. He making peanuts right now. He fighting for tea and crumpets right now, right? Before he became a champion. So if you him, as long as you got that belt, you're gonna make more money. But I'm like, listen, if my promoter wanna feed me to the boot, you gotta make him pay. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. You know, you got to make an executive decision.
True.
Yeah, all that warrior shit sound good, but at the end of the day, if you ain't getting no goddamn money, you get what I'm saying? So, what did he say, fam? He said getting Kelly KO'd by Boots, UK states easy work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just go over there, fight him. Just go over there, fight him, whoop his ass. You get what I'm saying? You know, you get what I'm saying? Then he'll have 3 belts. Now the fight that people want to see, Sebastian Fedor fight, I don't think we're going to see that fight. Hey, Mason, I don't think we're going to see that fight, fam. Not no Fedor. Because they're going to stay, I'm telling you, he going to get the Crawford treatment. They're going to be staying away from him. Listen, this what you're going to start hearing. I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. Yeah, dog, nigga ain't really fought nobody. I mean, yeah, he beat Xander Zayas, but goddamn. Because you hear Virgil Ortiz saying it right now. Yeah, man, but who is Xander Zayas? He ain't fought nobody. He 23 years old. And he's not a puncher. Xander Zayas ain't got no punching power. If he was able to hurt Boots and knock him back, what you think, Virgil? You know what I mean? So I think we're gonna get a lot of that right now. We're gonna get a lot of that. They did the same thing with Crawford. Yeah, man. Gamboa have him doing the stanky leg. Yeah, but he dropped Gamboa 2 or 3 times before Gamboa had Bud doing the stanky leg, and then seconds later, while Bud was hurt, going backwards. After Gamboa had him doing the stanky leg, after he got knocked down 2-3 times earlier in the fight, he got knocked out seconds later. He was hurt, backing up, switched to southpaw. Gamboa went for the kill, and he got knocked out with an uppercut. They listen. They never tell the whole story. They will talk about, well, he knocked the nigga down about 4 or 5 times, and then when he got hurt, he knocked him out seconds later. They don't talk about that.
True.
They ain't talking about that. They ain't talking. You know why? Because it don't fit the narrative. I'm telling you. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you what it's gonna be. He gonna get this, bro. Because if they comparing you to the nigga, guess what? You gonna take everything that came with that come with that comparison. The criticism coming with it. So I mean I'm just, bro. Listen. So all you Philly niggas, all you Boost fans, y'all get ready to get into some digital shootouts. Y'all gonna get into a lot of digital shootouts. I'm gonna sit back and watch. I'm gonna be laughing like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, I told you. You thought they loved you, huh? Nigga, they don't love you. They just hated Black Freezer. Now that Black Freezer reconfirmed and confirmed 1,000 times already, like I told y'all last year, saying the man done, he ain't coming back to Boston. I told y'all that last year. So, you know, they got to move on. It's Boost Ennis' era now. Boy was right about that. It's his era now. His era started Saturday night. Because prior to that, he really didn't have no era. His era started Saturday night. We're going to see what Boost do from that point forward. He's going to have a hard time getting the big name fight. But I can promise he's going to have a hard time. He's going to go through that same shit. They're going to go to talking about, I don't know if they're going to say wrong side of the street, but it's going to be, they can't really say wrong side of the street because all the promoters are with one promotional company now, except PBC. Sebastian Fedor fight, he ain't going to get that fight. Scamson Lewowitz going to do everything in his power. They're going to put that boy in the witness protection program. I heard Robert Garcia say, we want Virgil to fight Boots next. We want to make that fight next. I don't believe them. See, this is another thing before I drop the phone lines. Prior to the Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis negotiations, right? Shout out to Inside the Corner.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2 super chat. Salute to you, family. Say, what's good, brother? What's good? What's going on, brother? Prior to those negotiations or whatever, Virgil Ortiz wanted $10 to $12 million to fight Boots. Xander Zayas, and guess what? Virgil Ortiz ain't have no belts. He still ain't got no belts. I think Virgil Ortiz has been a pro for 10 years. He's never been a champion. He's had secondary belts, intern belts, hog head cheese belts, PapaJohn.com belts, but he's never held the real title, whether it be a WBC title, a WBO title, a IBF, or a WBA title. I'm talking about the real title. He doesn't know what it feels like to be a champion. And he wanted $10 to $12 million to fight Boots. Xander fought him for $3 million, the same $3 million that Boots made. He said, "I'll fight for the $3 million. I'll fight for the same number that Virgil Ortiz didn't want to fight for." And he had 2 belts. Virgil have 0. So the guy who have 0 belts want 8 figures to fight Boots. The guy who had 2 belts took 7 figures to fight him. That's why Boots thank Xander Zayas. He said, I want to thank Xander Zayas because Boots winning changed his life. He gonna make more money now that he's a unified champion. And guess what? All the roads do lead to him. I laughed about that shit last week. But guess what? It has become a reality now. If you want to become a champ, motherfuckers ain't gonna even want the belts now. Oh man, the belt's overrated. Ain't nobody think about no belts, dog. I'm telling you, Sebastian Fundora already said he have no desire to become undisputed. They gonna keep his ass in the PBC witness protection program. Same shit they did to Tank, same shit they did to Aerosmith. They gonna do that. We are our side, same side of the street politics. Simpson ain't finna put Fundora in there with that boy. That fight this Saturday got niggas scared. I can tell you that right now. The boxing industry is shook. I'm talking about that 154. Motherfuckers is scared at 154. Niggas shaking in their boots, for a lack of a better term. Virgil Ortiz saying he'll knock Boots out. Virgil Ortiz ripping Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas got in the ring and did what Virgil Ortiz wouldn't do, but he got dropped 4 or 5 times and he ended up quitting on his knees. So the reason why Virgil Ortiz is so upset with Xander Zayas is because you quit on your knees. So you got to understand, I want y'all to understand this before I drop these phone lines. You made one of our hopeful prospects, champions, you made him quit on your knees. This nigga that good? Oh man, he ain't, you get what I'm saying? And so Virgil Ortiz is looking at it like, damn, he made you quit. I would have knocked his ass out. I would have did A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, Virgil, that was supposed to be you in the ring with Boots. That wasn't supposed to be Xander Zayas. That was supposed to be you in there. But you going through a lawsuit with your promoter. Sources say that you faked the lawsuit, even though it is documented that y'all suing each other. But, but I think some say that now all of a sudden y'all friends, y'all homie lover friends right now. Everything cool. So the sources say again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but sources say that you faked y'all did all that, you know what I mean, to try to get out of that. When Boots came to Grand Prairie, Texas, and stepped in the ring, he said, I promise you, straight like that. I promise you, I'm gonna show you. You a pressure fighter, you flat-footed, you fighting a high guard. I'm telling you, I love fighters like you. I'm telling you, that style can't beat me. You in trouble. When he did that, everybody went back and thinking like, what man, right here, man, shit, you don't know. We're going to see what Xander do with him. But then now they saw what he did to Xander. He knocked the fight out of him, made him quit. Then they having second thoughts now. I'm telling you, he going to get that same shit. I promise you that, my nigga. True. OBW Stretch, I already read that one. Shout out to OBW Stretch. Salute to you, fam.
Hey, okay.
He said just did a quick search. Kelly Boots in 5. Yeah. Oh, you did a quick search on Kelly? Yeah. He might, fire. He might knock Kelly out in folks. Shit, shit, Kelly might would just give Boots his belt. Here you go, dog. I don't even want to fight you, dog. You can have it. No, man, no, straight like that. I'm from Philly. What's up? I got my boots on. I got my Timberland boots on. Did you hear them Superman stories? Yeah, I heard about all that shit, dog. You catching bullets with your teeth? Yeah, I caught every bullet with my teeth. You remember Show Enough on Last Dragon? Yeah, I'm the one whooped Show Enough. Hey, Jess, you remember Show Enough on the Last Dragon? Yeah, I'm the one whooped Show Enough. Nigga, I'm the one. Listen, I'm the one who they talking about. Who they were talking about.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
Man, the nigga catching bullets with a teeth, dog. Hey, shout out to Major Key. Major Key, what's up, fam? The nigga I saw him catch bullets with a teeth this past week. I saw it, dog. I saw it. I finally saw it. I saw it. I saw the glow. He had the glow. The nigga, he had the glow. That glow, dog. That motherfucker turned to a Super Saiyan. Hey, the nigga turned to a Super Saiyan, dog. He was hitting Xander Zayas. I went back and looked at like some of the replays, right? Bro, he was hitting this man with some. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Xander Zayas can take a punch because he was hitting that man with some shit. Leaping uppercuts, leaping hooks, straight right hands, straight left hands, just body shots. Bro, I bet Xander was like, Xander probably thought he was fighting three niggas in there. It was three of them in there, dog, with three of them. It was three of them in there. But he quit at, bro, like, listen, my homeboy, well, he ain't my homeboy, but my partner Caesar from Queens, Puerto Rican, he's in his 50s. Caesar mad than a motherfucker. He mad. He didn't talk to me the rest of the morning at the gym. Caesar is mad than a motherfucker. Caesar 38 hot. 38 hot. Anyways, I'm finna get ready to drop these phone lines, man, but before I do, I'm gonna give a shout out to our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let them know that the coach sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor, Foster, a round of applause. I told y'all, what did I tell y'all Friday? I said, yeah, y'all talk about this nigga catching bullet with a teeth, dog. This the type of fight I expect to see. And I saw it. Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got you backing up, nigga. I got you backing up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Hey, man, shout out to, hey, listen, again, for all you Puerto Ricans out there, y'all wanted to replace my dog, Edgar Berlanga. The Puerto Rican assassin, y'all wanted to replace it with Xander Zayas. I am a part of, I am a non, Puerto Rican member of the chapter, you know what I mean? Tampa chapter. I spoke to Caesar. I spoke to Caesar and Frankie. You know what I mean? They're two Puerto Ricans from New York, one from the Bronx, one from Queens. You know what I mean? And they told me that, you know what? Even though they don't like Edgar Berlanga, they gave me permission. I could still call him the Puerto Rican assassin because the Puerto Rican assassin didn't quit. So Puerto Rican assassin, Edgar Berlanga.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
Hey, shout out to Major Key. Hey, Major Key, telling you right now, Major Key, right now, but listen, the Puerto Rican chapter, we still got hope. We still, motherfucking, hey, look here, man, all that Puerto Rican hate going, it ain't gonna finna be no Puerto Rican hate now.
You got chain for fire?
Huh?
You got some chain for fire? Got chain for 5.
Yeah, I got it.
Chain me up.
All right.
Man, give my $5. All
right, bro.
Man, give my $5, man. Give my $5. Give my $5. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Give my motherfucking $5, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Give me a $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5.
Hey, y'all know the routine. Every time a slick black fighter win, I want to dedicate this song to Coach Eddie from the ATL. He is the founding member, the leader of the Slick Black Fighter community. The Slick Black Fighters have been taking L's as of late. Demetrius Andrade let them down. Cool Boy Steph let them down. You know, it was another one, I think, but one more Slick Black Fighter let them down. Crawford ain't never let them down. But so now Coach Eddie is back. I want to dedicate this song because right now, I don't know how true this is now. I got to call my dog tomorrow, but they say they celebrating in Philly right now. Niggas in Philly dancing, cutting the jig. They dancing right now in Philly, dog. Right now, there's pandemonium in Philly. I'm hearing they think about naming the street after Boots Avenue. They like, yeah, this is Boots Avenue right here, dog. See what I'm saying? We brought the bells back. We finna, but they celebrating in Philly right now.
Turn around.
Them niggas dancing in Philly right now, dog. Boy, them hey, wookie whoop. Boy, they dancing in Philly. Boy, Lord have mercy, boy. I told y'all, I said, I need to see some shit. Y'all keep telling me this nigga catching bullets with his teeth and all this shit there. This nigga better put on a hell of a performance. And this what I saw. I don't even play, nigga. Wakanda, bring your ass over here, nigga. This what I'm gonna do to you. Oh, Lord, oh, I just kicked Wakanda in the face. Oh, hit him in the stomach. Oh, Lord. Kick him, slap him. Kick him again. Oh, Lord, I'm beating Wakanda ass. What you gonna do, Wakanda? You want some more? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Go up on him. Bam. Catch him in the neck. Lord, Wakanda is dead. Man, the nigga went Super Saiyan. Motherfucker. Hey, the Ginsu bean. Hey, they need to test that boy. What was he on some Ginsu bean? They need to test him. Was there any testing in this fight? The nigga was on some Ginsu beans. I don't know what it was, dog. They said Gillian Wallow was there. Meek Mill was there. Lil Coochie Vert was there. Dr. Umar was supposed to walk him out. But there was an executive decision by Jaron Ennis not to do that because he didn't want people to get upset, because a lot of people don't like the Prince of Pan-Africanism. But he was there in spirit. Dr. Umar was there. He had his blessings. He brought Philly with him to New York. You know what I mean? The Puerto Ricans was there. The Puerto Ricans was thick. There was a lot of Puerto Ricans there. They say Fat Joe was there. Pistol Pete was there. I heard the entire terror squad there was there. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, fam. Fuck, it is what it is. The man did his
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut that soft, that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the, man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Yeah, man, we're going to drop these phone lines, man. Phone lines, guys, are...
Oh, you want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. The question of the day is this. Will Jaron Ennis get treated the way Terence Crawford did by the mainstream media? Will Jaron Ennis get the Terence Crawford treatment by the mainstream media? That's the question. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
From Philly.
I can't hear you, fam.
I said Chris from Philly.
Chris from Philly, talk to me.
Hey, coach.
Mhm.
6-7 months ago, what was they saying about him? He wanted 2 tune-ups, right? That's what everybody was running with. 2 fights, he the unified champ. Now for the next 3-4 months, 5, 6, however long it takes you get this next fight is, if he fight like that, he gonna get stopped, whoever it is. And I mean, Virgil's a turkey because he turned down the deal that Xander took, but now you want to run his mouth. I give Xander the credit. You know what I mean? He might have quit, but he still got in there. You got to get in the ring and get the shit beat out you. You know what I mean? To be able to quit.
Yeah.
These dudes don't want to even get in the ring with him to get beat on like that. Yeah, I mean, so
but
Chris,
do you blame him now? Like after Saturday's display, do you blame him? Like, do you think do you think that you get what I'm saying? Do you blame them? You know.
Yeah, I blame him because Virgil, you supposed to be a knockout artist. Virgil's whole thing is, I only want to fight dudes after I see somebody else beat them. Like, Virgil will get in the ring with Xander now. You know what I mean? Remember before, Xander's whole thing was, y'all sent me an offer and I accepted it, and then y'all went and fought Madrimon. That's all Virgil want to do is fight somebody after he sees somebody else beat him.
Yeah.
And then they want to say Virgil got a resume. Virgil ain't got no resume. Virgil done beat a bunch of dudes, whether they former champions or whatever, somebody that already been beat. You know what I mean? Boots to jump in there with it and put his O on the line, especially against somebody with an O.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil wanted $10 million. It's crazy. They going to move the goalposts. Xander, he fought the wrong fight, but you know he stood there and traded with him.
Yeah,
I mean, Boots told him the whole time, don't stand. You're not going to be able to stand there and trade with me. And you know, I came back and watched the replay of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Boots could have boxed that man head off all night, Coach. I remember you saying he needs to stay southpaw. Why he keep going back orthodox? Boots could do. He could have stayed southpaw the whole time, stuck him with the jab, and boxed Xander the whole time. He was boxing his head off with the jab the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that man, he chose the fight. Like how Bosby say, Boots could do this, and that. He want to stand there and fight with you because he love to fight. These dudes don't want to be in there with nobody that really love to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want that for real. That's what he want blood. Yeah, I mean, that's the type of boy he is. But salute to him because, like I said, 6-7 months ago, it was he wants 2 tune-ups. He don't want to go right. You know what I mean, and fight nobody and all that. And 2 fights, that man, a unified team. And just like you said, it might even be tougher for these dudes to get in the ring with him now because they seen what he just did. I got him stopping Pandora early. You know
hey, hold on, Chris. You my first caller from Philly, so I got to keep you on the phone a little bit. So what is the atmosphere like in Philly right now? I just played a video clip. They say y'all dancing in the street. Have you seen any of that?
Listen, Coach, you know this a fighting city. You know what I mean? I feel good because we got us one of them again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we always got boxers. We always gonna have somebody that's on TV fighting, whether they
Willie Monroe, Benny Briscoe, like y'all shit. Hagler, one of my favorite fighters, Hagler, he had to go through Philly. 2 of his losses came from Philly fighters. You know what I mean? So,
listen, if you a great boxer, you come through Philly. Yeah. Coach, it's like I was thinking about it last night. It's like Florida produced running backs and linebackers and quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like if it's a great running back in the NFL history, them boys might be from Florida or Georgia or something like that. We produce boxers. You know what I mean? That's something that's gonna be forever a Philly thing. And we got us one. We just want these boys to get in the ring with him. Get in the ring with him so y'all can see. And like you said, he told Xander and every pre-fight interview and everything like that. It sound good. I'm flat-footed. I don't like body shots until you get in the ring with me. And then it's a completely different story. Once you get in it, Virgil, you going sleeping, get in that ring with him, Virgil. You was in that ring with Boatrick and he put you in your back pocket 3 times. What you think Boots gonna do? You know what I mean? You coming there with that high guard and all that. He pulled up the Texas. Virgil, pull up. Virgil, you know what I mean? He could have pulled up anywhere and you know, he ain't had to, you know, I respect Xander because he took the deal that another dude turned down. He put it on the line. I mean, whether you don't respect whether he took the knee or not, salute to him because he got in the ring with him. You got to get in the ring with somebody in order to get the shit beat out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what Boots aiming to do. He aiming to beat you for however long you can withstand it. He don't got to knock boys out cold for me because anybody can get knocked out cold with one punch. But if somebody gonna beat on you round after round after round, that's more brutal in my opinion. You know what I mean? You see, they took that man to the hospital after the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's bad.
They
you getting beat on for 6-7 rounds. You know, it's to me that's a worse deal. I'd rather you knock me out cold with one punch, and I can at least run and say, yeah, he caught me with a lucky shot. But if it wasn't that, I could have fought longer. Instead, somebody saying, no, he caught me with every shot he wanted to for 7 rounds.
Bro,
you know what I mean? Even
I'm watching the fight. I'm like, if Boots threw 10 punches at Xander Zayas, he landed 9.5 of them. I say, man, he hitting this dude at fucking will. Like, this dude, and like, Xander ain't have no defense, no head movement. Where was his footwork? The fights I saw, he had some good footwork. The footwork was gone. No head movement. Well, he never really had no head movement, but I'm just saying, like, bro, I'm like, fam, like, the style he fought was tailor-made. You know what I mean? But let me move on a little bit. Let me ask you, I ask you this in closing. Do you feel that the media, the mainstream media, would now start to turn against him and start, you know what I mean? Like, because Crawford went through this shit, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not really comparing them to the two, but it's very similar because I'm starting to see, okay, if this guy would have hit him in the 3rd round, this would have happened. And I'm talking about from the mainstream media. I'm not talking about just boxing fans. Of course, the boxing fans, we gonna feel how we feel. But I'm saying the mainstream media who's supposed to be, I guess, unbiased or whatever it is. Do you think that they're gonna turn on him and start saying, talking about he ain't really, talking about his resume, he ain't cake, stuff like that? What say you?
Coach, and this ain't even just for Boots. This is for every great black athlete across any sport. You know what I mean? I'm an Eagles fan. Jalen Hurts been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1, and they still saying he ain't a top quarterback in the NFL. He didn't beat y'all, the best quarterback in the NFL. You know what I mean? Outperformed him in 2 Super Bowls. Bud, undisputed 3 divisions and all of that. Boots, he on his way. Listen, as long as he look at it like this, the more I keep doing, the more I keep beating on him, let him hate. We don't never get love until we done anyway. And then even when we done, they still find something, to come back and say about your career, what you couldn't have done. After Floyd, at a certain point in Floyd's career, people paid to see because they thought he would lose. You know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen with us regardless.
Hold on. Hey, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. But I got to say this because I forgot. You saying that people was paying to see Floyd lose because there were actually fighters out there that they thought, yeah, this gonna be the one that get him. In Boots' case, is there any active fighter that you can see that they can get behind that they can say, oh, that's gonna be the one to beat him? Will it be Virgil? Is it Fedora? Like, who do you see that they may get behind?
And in all honesty, I don't think it'll be until maybe he go to 160, 168 until he in there with somebody to say the punching power is gonna be too much because they seen him drunk a little bit on Saturday. You know what I mean, off a shot. And it was a good shot. Xander caught him with a right, and then he hit him with a left, like right behind the ear or something. That's what made him drunk. But until he get up to 160, 168, where power just it really come with everybody almost, I don't really see nobody that could clip him for real. Because and even when he move up, he got the speed, the hand speed that these dudes just don't got. You know what I mean? And I think as the older he get, he going, once he hit his 30s for real, he going to really stop choosing to just fight the way he like and fight the smart way. Once he do that, then you'll see his defense be sharper. Now, I mean, you see it with every mature, Bud could have stood there and traded with Canelo, but he didn't. He boxed Canelo head off for 8 rounds, and then towards the end of the fight, he said, all right, now I'm going to really hit you with I'm going to stand in here between hit you with everything because I done wore you down for, 9, 10, 11 rounds. So, his fight game even going to change with maturity. I was telling Greg Hackett the other night, to me, Boots is like a basketball player that can go get you 60 on any given night because he know he can put the ball in the bucket. You know what I mean? And it might not equate to a championship ring right now, but he know you can't stop him, so he's going to do what he wants. But once he becomes even more calculated, then it's gonna be like can't nobody do nothing with it. You know what I mean? Once he use that maturity and become calculated. Now he just, I ain't saying he immature, but he just do what he want. And he tell every fighter before the fight, I'm gonna get in the ring and I'm gonna do what I want. You know what I mean? And you gotta be able to stop that with whatever game plan you got. Be able to stop me from doing whatever I want.
Well, I'm gonna say this in closing. I did see the interview for Robert Garcia. I don't know if you see it. Robert Garcia said that they want Virgil to fight Boots next. That's the fight they want to make next. I'm kind of skeptical myself because they went through so much to try to. Yep. They wanted too much. They wanted 10 million, 12 million, and all this stuff there. And I'm like, Virgil Ortiz, they don't have any leverage now. If you wanted that with no belts, Boots is a unified champion now. You know, he's a unified champion now. So now that he got 2 belts and he's a unified champion, he's, you know, I don't like talking A side, B side, but the way Virgil Ortiz was talking, they was the A side. So now it's like, nah, this dude a unified champion. You bring nothing to the table. Right. So
he ain't got none of that.
So he's going to have to fight for whatever is there. He can't, you know what I mean?
I'll say this, Coach. It could all be so simple. You know what I mean? To make a fight. With Xander, it was all so simple. Yeah. Give me the deal and Xander signed it. With Virgil, it could all be so simple. Y'all say y'all want to fight, it could be so simple. Sign some papers. That's all it takes is a signature. You know what I mean? You know, we ain't got to do no back and forth. Let's fight. Wherever they want to put it, let the promoters handle it. But as far as the fighter go, you see a contract, sign the paper, and then they'll fight. It could be in somebody's backyard. But, it could be simple, but we know it ain't never that simple, you know, as much as these dudes act like they want to fight.
All right. Well, hey, listen, man. Hey, man, shout out to Chris, man. Philly, stand up, man. Y'all did your thing, bro. Salute, fam. For anybody who new to this channel, we have a ritual that we do over here. During the week, fight week, everybody pick who they think gonna win the fight. And then Monday, we do a show and we celebrate the fighter who won. I've done it with Canelo. I've done it with Benavidez. I've done it with Crawford. I've done it with Spence. I've done it with Devin Haney. I've done it with just pretty any fighter. You know, the fighter who, big fighter or whatever the case may be. We always do this. So, Boots won. Carla, hold on. He won. So we do the same thing that we do every fight. You look at my history, my track record, every fight partner I do, guess what? We do the same shit. That's the reality of the situation. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Let me start by saying, whatever respect I have for Ortiz left, it's gone, bro. Ortiz is a real coward. You know, he suffers from the same disease Shakur Stevenson has. Mm-hmm. Bitch energy. You know, this guy wants to criticize and talk shit from the safety of his home in front of a computer. That's weak, man. See, Coach, I think it was a big mistake when Boots jumped in the ring. You know, Boots went up there, man, and Ortiz started stuttering. I haven't seen him since, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He disappeared.
Straight up, he did.
He disappeared.
He did. But Boots, man, Boots straight up won. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear shit, bro. And he made it look easy, too. You know, bigger firepower, and he was not scared to get inside, bro, and fight in our pocket, bro. That was impressive, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was landing bombs, man. It worked for him. You know, I keep hearing he got hurt in the 3rd round. Yes. But fuck all that. He won. That's the bottom line. You know, Boots, he's real, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I hope he gets a fight, man. For real. And for Zayas, you know, he did quit. You know, when I was watching it live, Coach, I don't know what the hell was going on and happening in his corner, but he did look in that direction. I peeped that, and he gave them the signal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was done, bro. You know, and that's real talk.
Yeah, he was done.
But you know, I'm gonna give him credit, Coach. You know, Zayas, you know, for making the fight, bro. That's why I'm gonna show him respect. You know, all that other shit, bro. Listen, you know, division champion, 2 belts, bro. He was ready. You know, so. He got a lot of work to do. You know, he was slow, 0 defense. Yeah, slow, I saw no plan B. Never saw him, you know, try to box.
No.
Forgot to hold when hurt. And he did not have the power either to keep Boots off of him, bro. You know? So, anyways, so I said all that to say this, man. Zayas, Saturday night, I'm sure he learned that there is truly levels to this shit, bro. This boxing shit. You feel me, coach? So he'll be back. He'll bounce back. And again, Philly, call in, bro. Talk your shit. You fucking earned it. That's my call. Respect from New York.
Shout out to Jamie.
Call from.
Phone lines hot. We got phone lines. The phone lines on fire right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Will.
Where you calling from?
Philly.
Will from Philly. Talk to me.
Man, this is the most I ever seen a person get credit for getting their ass whooped. I don't understand it, bro. Every channel I look on, he getting praised for getting his ass beat. That shit don't make no sense, man. Don't nobody say, damn, Boots boot this boy out the water. Everybody just praising Xander for taking the ass whooping.
Nah, you don't understand, though. He's a warrior, see? He's a warrior. You know what I mean? He came to fight. He showed up. That's what you don't understand.
I understand that, but in our city, we see that daily, bro. We see it daily.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. That's what I mean. The man's a warrior, man. Look here, man. Listen, Xander Zayas looked better in a loss than Boots did in victory. What you got to say about that?
Listen, because he had to dig down deep. When nigga putting their paws on you, you got to dig down deep. He never been in a fight. We grow up fighting in Philly. Playground, swimming pool, anywhere you go. We don't even got gangs. Just we a fighting city.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah, Philly is. That historically, yeah, absolutely. That is true. Philly has some of the greatest middleweights that ever came in the sport of boxing and stuff like that as well. So Philly is a boxing city. Georgie Benton.
They gotta praise my man Boots, man.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? What you're talking about is the double standard. Let me ask you a question. So you feel that Xander Zayas is getting praise? Praise from who? Are you talking about the mainstream media? I want to clarify it first.
Mainstream media, YouTube. I understand he had heart.
Yeah.
But I hear people raving more about his heart than the champion that won. That don't make sense to me.
It makes a whole lot of sense. I'm gonna explain it to you. It makes a whole lot of sense. So let me ask you this. If the roles were reversed, if Boots would have lost Saturday, what do you think the topic would be?
Xander, the hottest shit on earth. The hottest shit on earth. It was already set that way. You listen to everybody speak. If Xander pull this out, he's this, he's that. If Boots already his record is slandered, he ain't fighting nobody. Mm-hmm. He just got the Roy Jones effect. He makes niggas look like nobody.
And you had the nerve to say that I ain't fought nobody. I just make them look like nobody. Y'all must have forgot. Is that what you saying?
Listen, man, he's the second coming. It's real. It's real. And people don't want to believe it's real. What time you going to get in a fight and you not going to get touched? People making a big scene of somebody getting touched. You fighting, you going to get touched.
I say that all the time.
He don't got no hickeys, no busted lips, no concussions. He got damn near 40 fights, right? Mm-hmm. And he only went 29, 30 rounds.
Yeah.
People got to look at that. That means it ain't lasting. It's not lasting. And everybody that's getting in the ring with him, they really scared. I ain't saying everybody's scared, but majority of these dudes is scared of him. And I've been following boxing for a long time.
Well, what said you about, okay, Boots beat this guy, but this guy was a 5-1 underdog. There was a foregone conclusion that he was going to win. So I think some of the criticism is what people are saying now. Well, you know what to do. You know, it ain't like he beat somebody. Xander Zayas was nobody. So do you think that's a fair assessment?
Listen,
That's not a fair assessment. He make these dudes look like nobody. They never seen that speed, that power, that twitch, those angles. If you never seen it, it's weird to you. Ain't none of us ever see a spaceship in the hood, but one drop right now, everybody gonna be amazed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you go, but in closing, so you feel that the mainstream, basically, so you feel that the mainstream media going pretty much turn on Boots or whatever, and just continue to he gonna get the Crawford effect. Is that how you feel?
He been getting the Crawford effect. Even at 47, he was at 47 for 10 years. He been a mandatory for Spence. Spence went to his fight. Spence really ain't want that smoke. He already was on joint. No, that young boy nice. He ain't want that fire. Danny Garcia know, and Danny my man. But Danny know what he'll do to those dudes. They too slow. Only one that got a chance is Crawford because he got wit and he's smart and he can move.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are, those guys. My thing is this, fam. Like, this is the new era now. I think Jaron Ennis era started Saturday, and he's a unified champion, 2-division world champion now. And it's the young guys this time. So I think Boots can be looked upon as the leader of that class. Him, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn Davis, this and that. But the people are looking at those young guys, the Ben Rodriguez and stuff like that. Those Shockey Fosters, he's not really that young, but you get what I'm saying. So he is the leader of that. He is the one that everyone talks about as a specimen. Blue Blood Sports TV says he's the phenom. So when you start to get that kind of praise, what I'm trying to tell you is you're gonna have to expect the other side of that coin. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of the situation. That's the price to pay. That's the price to pay. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah. But I bet Bill Haney took his ass off that list too.
No, Bill still got him on the list.
Oh man,
I spoke to him.
Listen, if he died, he died. And I like Devin too.
he still got him on the list.
If he died, he died. I like Devin.
All right, man. Hey, shout out to Will,
all right,
man.
Good staying with you, bro.
Philly, stand up. Yeah, he's still. Shit. Nigga, that ain't Debo Dale. So what's up, y'all think Boots can beat Debo? Debo Delve is not Xander Zayas. Tell you that right now. The footwork, the ring IQ. And you finna make these niggas mad. Y'all know Boots ducked. Y'all know, Carla, hold on. Y'all know Boots ducked Devin Haney at 147. Yeah, he ducked him. Soon as Debo moved to the division, he went to Hollywood. He can't make the weight no more. He going to 154. You get what I'm saying? Stir the pot a little bit. Stir the pot. Shout out to Mr. T. Okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said give beltless Virgil 30% and a box of rubbers. Man, no, but you know what though? Virgil not gonna be able to. He has no Virgil Ortiz. What negotiating power he have now against Boots? He ain't got none. None. He has no leverage. None. You lost the public perception war because I did several shows on this. You lost the public perception war. Call what's your name? We called it from?
What up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, hold on 1 minute. I'm not putting you on mute, but just hold on.
Yes,
you lost the public perception war when Boots came to your city, stepped in the ring after you invited him in, and he called you out in front of everybody, in front of all your family members, in front of all of your compadres. He did that, and then you disappeared. You and right after that, you and Oscar got in a heated lawsuit or whatever the case may be. Now y'all back friends again. So, and you saying you wanted $10 to $12 million, and Oscar like, no, I got these $3 million that you normally make. You gonna make 3, Boots gonna make 3. You didn't want the 3. The 3 that you made to fight Erickson Lubin, and the 3 you made to fight them other niggas. But when it came to Boots, you ain't want them 3. So now Boots have moved on. Fought Xander Zayas, have become now a unified champion. What you gonna come back and say now? So go ahead, Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What up, Coach? This Coach Eddie, hey man, check this out. First, Bill, take Devin off the list. Love your son, take him off the list. I know you listening. I'm telling you it was good. I heard I was on 78 was talking that Devin boot stuff. They trying to get that boy killed, man. Leave that boy alone right there. You better leave that boy alone. But Coach, the question is a good question. I believe the boy gonna get the boot, gonna get the Terence Crawford treatment, and especially because Terence Crawford put the stamp on him. See, people miss that. They only listen to what Terence said, but at the end of the day, Terence put the stamp on the boy. Terence said, "I'm retired, and it's the Boost era." That is a heavy weight right there. That's like Floyd talked about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is the best fighter pound for pound. That was Floyd Mayweather. So when you got an all-time great, a legend, putting a stamp on you, he really gave Boost a push. He said, "Hey man, this boy's a bad boy. It's his era now. I'm retired."
Yeah.
You know, people, they always trying to start a rift between us. That video that you dropped was right on time. They're trying to pit the old lion against the younger lion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, Terence Crawford is our great legend. He's like, Florida's Michael Jordan. Terence is Kobe Bryant. Boost is LeBron James. All of them great. But they came in different eras, though. They all great. But at the end of the day, Coach, I'm going to say what they finna do. They finna go on a world tour to try to find somebody to beat this boy. And that's what they did with Jack Johnson. They hope whoever step in the ring with them, that they get the victory. Ryan Garcia was mad. Because at the end of the day, Spanish, Latino, Hispanic, a lot of them stick together. And they did not like that optic of that Latino kneeling down on the ground with that black man standing over, swole up in Shango shape. Don't beat him into submission. That was the optics right there. They didn't like that.
He said in Shango shape.
The brother in Shango shape, Coach. That boy from Philly, with the guy named Philly Beard in Shango shape.
Man, I was like, God damn. I was like, remember, I say, man, y'all keep telling me the nigga catching bullets with his teeth. He got that glow, all that shit there, man. The man ain't fought nobody. I said all that shit. And then I ain't know nothing about Xander Zayas. I mean, I heard of him. I watched some of his fights, but there was nothing that was impressed me about him, to be fair. But I respect the fact that, okay, he took the fight. And this ain't about no Xander Zayas, really. This is about Virgil Ortiz. Because you let the Puerto Rican, shout out to Xander Zayas, Puerto Rican come through the back door and take the fight for the same money that you turned down. Now he got his ass beat and he did quit. Yeah, again, he did quit. Now I would have to go back and look at it. I said, yeah, he looked to the left, looked at his corner. He was doing like this here, and then because Harvey Dart looking at Xander wasn't even looking at the referee. He looking at his corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harvey Dart. That's what made Harvey Dart look at the corner. And then he looked back at Xander, and then Xander looked at him, shook his head up and down. He said, yeah, I'm done. And then that's when he did like this here. So I was like, oh, so I get why Virgil Ortiz them are mad. I get why Devin Haney said he quit. I think G Money, which is Tank Davis' burner account, said he quit. I think it was, some people sent me some screenshots. So, I mean, and I'm not going to lie. He did quit, bro. Because if Jaron Ennis would have did that in the ring, what the headlines would have been?
Boy. Quitter, hype job. You know what I'm saying? Then all the racist fans would have came out attacking black fighters like they do in the chat. See, people don't want to talk about that, but they do. That's what they do, man. And I'm gonna say this, Coach. He gonna get that Crawford treatment because even people who look like Ennis wanted him to lose. Brian Norman Sr. was 38 hot and Booth won that fight. I watched the live stream.
No, man, no.
He was happy when Xander was beating him. I don't care nothing about this. I'm going to call the spade a spade.
Man, he done for real.
Man,
where you saw that at? Where you saw that at?
Bro, I watched it. He was on Mill City, did a wide part. I clicked over there. When Xander got Booth in a little bit of trouble, he was jumping up and down and had the Holy Ghost. I told you he wasn't over this. I told you he wasn't this. I told you he wasn't that. That's all he was saying. Tearing the man down, man.
No, but you
come on, man.
No, you got to understand though.
Man,
hold on. No, Coach Eddie, I think that's kind of different because they don't like each other. You know what I mean? Like Philly, Brian Norman Sr. was receiving death threats from Philadelphians. They would,
Yeah,
he told me he
would.
called this.
Oh, you got to be on code though. Sometimes you got to be on code, man.
Man, look, man, Boots ain't on code. Remember, this the same Boots that called Canelo, and when Canelo was getting ready to fight Crawford, remember, Canelo said Boots called me, and he reached out to me and said he wanted to help me, get prepared. So I brought him in training camp. I'm close with his brother Pooh, and he helped me get ready for Crawford. We saw how that turned out. So the Boots the Philly don't look at no code. There is no code with Philly as relate to that. So that's why I can't hold these guys to the same, Nilly Fuller code, Nilly Fuller Jr. They probably even know who the fuck Nilly Fuller Jr. is, and they don't even practice that. They don't even see nothing wrong with that. They pick and choose when they want you to be on code. As long as it's their fighter that's fighting, you got to be on code. You get what I'm saying? But so they don't. I can't hold them to that. He ain't on no code, so I'm not gonna hold him to that. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, like I said, he was catching the Holy Ghost, though. He was catching the Holy Ghost in that third round. But I understand. Like I said, they oppo did what it is. They had some back and forth. So I guess I got to give him a pass for that. But he gonna get that. He gonna get that treatment because they gonna start doing him the same way that Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant and Jim Gray. They always down the black fire. James Tony. They did it to Bernard Hopkins. They did it to Roy Jones. They did it to Floyd Mayweather.
They did it to Pernell. They did it to Pernell Whitaker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floyd. They did it to
Lomachenko. Andre Ward and Terence Crawford was standing there and Teddy Atlas said Lomachenko better than both of y'all.
Yeah, he said that. Man. I remember that. I got the
Come
picture.
on, man.
I got the picture. Cause boy looking at him crazy, and Andre Ward looking at him crazy, and he was like, yeah, he had. I think Lomachenko had like he had like eight or 9 fights or 10 fights, something like that. He said, yeah, Lomachenko right now pound for pound better than both of y'all.
and he already had a loss too.
Yeah, he had a loss.
He had already lost the fight.
I remember that
8-1 is better than these two guys right here.
I remember that shit. They were saying
make it make sense,
they
man.
were calling Lomachenko the Matrix, White Jesus. He turning water into wine. He can walk on water. I was like, because I was saying the same thing. I said, y'all talking like this motherfucker, man, like he catching bullets with his teeth. Y'all nigga, that Lomachenko, man, the Matrix. I used to make mockery of this shit. I say, man, I mean, he a good fighter, but God, y'all putting a little bit too much mustard on this here, fam. Yeah, man, it did, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But shout out to Coach Eddie, man.
Kobe. Yeah, he definitely gonna get that treatment because he's a great fighter, man, and they can see it. You know what I mean?
All right, salute,
that's my call, Coach.
Yeah. See, you can't hold these athletes to the code. You can't sit back and say we got to be on code. There is no code in today's time, fam. Black athletes. I want to explain something to y'all who are fans of certain fighters. There's an old saying, and I had to learn, and I learned this. You don't never want to meet your heroes. You don't never want to meet your idols. Your idols are your heroes, or the people who you really, really look up to, because they'll disappoint you. Because I think a lot of times when you are fans of someone and you don't know them, but you fans of them for whatever the reason you may be a fan. You may be a fan because they're your same race. You may be a fan because they're your same nationality. Then you may be a fan because it's just something about this particular fighter that you love and you admire and stuff like that. But then I tell you, I've been around a lot of these fighters. I got people I've interviewed. I got people I haven't interviewed. Everybody know who I am, though. Believe that, right? I talk to a lot of people on the phone. I talk to a lot of people, right? Some of them won't come on this podcast, but they'll call me. They be telling me all kind of shit. I talk to them off the record shit. I never mention their name, never. But damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Man, I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. What was I talking about? I just got thrown off just that quick. Y'all know I be forgetting shit. I hate when I do that shit, forget shit mid-sentence. Hey, somebody tell, what was I talking about? Somebody tell me what was I talking about to remind me, because this shit was important. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. Anyway, meeting your favorite fighter. What I'm saying is, Some of these dudes y'all already idolize and look up to, they like these male fighters, they don't feel comfortable when other men are fanned out over them. And then when they see them in public, you show that fanned out emotion. Like they don't like niggas like this.
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right, why you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, all right?
Nigga got a tattoo. Look like he had Floyd name tattooed on his neck. Did y'all see that neck tattoo he had? Look like he had Floyd name tattooed on his neck. After my God, I respected you. And I'm like, these fighters, they don't like that shit, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, bro. Some of y'all don't want to believe it. Caller, hold on. Some of y'all don't want to believe it because you in love. Like, fam, like some of your heroes, dog, just let the nigga be the hero of your favorite guy from afar off. I know you don't want to accept this. I know you don't want to accept it. I know it hurts. I'm telling you, fam. He don't feel about you the way he do. And another thing, you can't hold these fighters to this code because black celebrities have, this is not the 60s. This ain't Jim Brown. This ain't Dick Gregory, Muhammad Ali. These athletes are not that group of men. Bill Russell, Malik El-Shabazz, Martin Luther King. Like, these dudes are not cut from that cloth. Now, some of those dudes was in the bootleg, that is true. But what I'm saying, these group of black athletes are not cut from that cloth. Whether it's the black athlete, whether it's a Hispanic athlete, they're not cut from, but forget that, I ain't worried about it. But the black athlete, they're not cut from that cloth, fam. There is no code. That shit is done. These niggas don't care enough. They're in a different socioeconomic hierarchy than you and me. You caught up. Only poor people look at skin color and racism. Not saying that it don't exist. It do exist. But they're only them. They're the only ones that focus on it. Your very well-being is that. These athletes don't see that. They can't identify with your struggle. I keep telling y'all that. Take it or leave it alone, fam. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, Corey, bro.
Corey, talk to me.
From Miami. How you doing, sir? Bro, man, I want to give Boots all the credit in the world for Saturday night. Well, he came out, did his thing, showed out. He put a whole lot of dollars. I'm gonna say the rest. Of course, he ain't gonna get. Some people gonna still say Xander wasn't this and wasn't that. Man, shit, man. He only can do whatever in front of him. You know what I'm saying? But will he get treated like Bud? Maybe not, because Boots got a little bit more people that like him than they like Bud. Like Bud was, Bud was the motherfucking black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying? Every shit. Even Bob them didn't care for him. You know what I'm saying? Too tough. But Boots got a little bit more people that like him. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of on his side. Now, if he start beating up on all of the guys who they hype up to claim that they'll beat him, I'll take that hate coming. Yeah, because he gonna issue out some ass whooping, boy. Because like that boy inside, see, Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you, boy. The kid gonna be hard to beat, dog, because you ain't gonna be able to trade with him. He too fast and sharp inside, and if you ain't gonna be able to stay outside of him all night. He'll be strong to get in there and start breaking glass. You know what I'm saying? So for Endora and anybody, now I think Fedora gonna give him a problem because of the height.
Yeah, that motherfucker up.
Jab, you know
man, listen, Fedora is a problem because he tall. He ain't gonna fight nothing like Xander Zayas. And guess what? If Boots come on the inside, Fedora is a good inside fighter. He throw them uppercuts. He got some nice short hooks, and he boxed behind his jab now. So that and he got I think he got an 80-inch arm. That motherfucker is a problem, bro. You know what I mean? Like that, he ain't gonna be no easy walk for no nigga.
I was telling one of my partners because he was like, man, Fedora ain't shit. I said, dog, you got to go watch this kid before he actually lost. But before he lost, he was really a tall inside fighter.
Yeah.
After the loss is when he started fighting behind his stick. So now he's fighting his height. He's fighting tall. He's fighting behind that jab. And he got some motherfucking power too. Like he can't pop. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But hey, shout out to Boo and dog. You talking some real talk about this economical.
Talking about socioeconomic class,
between,
yeah.
Bro, listen, bro. Man, people gotta understand that shit. Like, bro, cats with paper ain't concerned about things that don't matter to them. If it ain't got anything to do with the shit they got going on, they ain't concerned about nothing. And bro, how you say these cats stop being in love? You know, stop being in love. Stop having these man crushes on these fighters or whatever. You know, stop being in love with them.
He said man crushes.
Hoping they hug you.
That's a good one. That's a good one. A man crush, yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Man
crushes. Yeah, man crushes and shit. Yeah. Hoping that they hug you and shit like that. So when they see you know, pat you on the back and shit like that. But yeah, bro.
Shout out Corey, man.
Show bit dog, good.
I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Corey, man. Miami, Dade County, stand up 305. 305, man. Dade County. Yeah, hold on. What did you say, fam? Hey, shout out to OBW Stretch. Okay. Dropping the $2 super chat. He said, what if a fan like I act like that towards you? Yeah, I ain't got no fans, bro. Not that I know of. I ain't never had nobody do that to me. Now, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, the brothers, every brother I've ever met, it was always mutual love and respect. So I'm not on that level, bro, to be fair with you. I'm just caller, hold on. I'm not on the pop. I don't have the popularity of a Boots or a Crawford or, you know, or Ryan Garcia or any of these guys. I ain't nowhere near on that level from a fame or popularity standpoint. So do you get what I'm saying? I'm a peon in the grand scheme of things, you know, in the eyes of those that probably matter. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't ever foresee that happening to me, you know. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Ra, Maryland.
Ra from Maryland, talk to me.
Yo, Boots ain't going no 12 rounds with no Jose Benavidez Jr. And Boots would not get his ass whipped to Brian Mendoza. People say, oh, well, Fedora was young with Brian. That's even worse. Boots by decision with Terence Crawford if that fight was ever happened. And he'll fuck around and knock Fedora out, man. Y'all need to understand what the sport of boxing and go back and watch the tapes and something. I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. This ain't y'all sport. I'm gone.
All right, shout out to Rob, man. It's them fans like that. See, Rob, shout out to Rob, man, from Maryland. Shout out to Rob. Rob called last week talking this shit. Rob said it's gonna be fans like you that's gonna make people turn on Boots now. They're gonna be like, see, coach, it's niggas like Rob. I don't like how they acting real arrogant. They talking slick. I sure can't wait till the nigga get knocked out. So what I'm saying, well, Rob, what you gotta understand is this, brother. This what you gotta understand. This come with the territory. This come with the territory, fam. If you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. If the media and the people are gonna crown him and say he the one, then you got to take what come with being the one. So I think that's what it is, brother. I mean, everybody ain't gonna see it the way you see it, but I love your passion. I love your passion about Boots. I love that. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Derek from Florida.
Derek, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, it was a good fight weekend, man. I'm gonna start off with the Boots. Xander, that was a good scrap though. I think Xander is a little less experienced though. Like,
even though he did took the fight, that's I appreciate for that. He did that for the fans, but probably a little less experience. So Boots did good though, cause like he dominated the whole fight. So I had like I put on better at. I put something on Boots for the win. That third round scared me, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. When we heard Boots that third round, I was like, oh shit, this nigga better not get knocked out, bro.
Third and the fourth.
Yeah,
third and the
coach.
fourth. The third and the fourth round.
Yeah, coach.
Fourth round
coach, I was scratching my head. Coach, I was scratching my head. My eyebrows right there. I'm like, oh shit, but I just put a dub on this nigga, but he might fuck around. But now he hold his ground though. He didn't grab. He didn't run. You know, he still was swinging even though he was hurt though. I think he threw a left. He was still swinging even though he was hurt.
Yeah,
but
Boots
yeah, he
still
showed
swinging.
hard though. Boots.
Yeah, he was still swinging.
Yeah, he showed hard. He ain't did no Devin Haney, no Shakur shit, all that running and hugging. Nah, he stood there and was trading. So that was good for the
I think this is what you fail to understand. Like clinching is a part of the sport. Excessive clinching, you're supposed to get points deducted.
Yeah.
If a fighter is hurt, the smart thing to do is to clinch. Because you're hurt.
Yeah, you're right, coach.
That's so you can recover.
Because then I ain't gonna lie, coach. Hey, coach, is that a part where the land some couple shots while Moose was hurt? Man, it would got crazy, bro. But Xander didn't really let his hands go. He gave him some time though. But he would have did though, coach. Oh man, that would have been what? Yeah, and then what's the other fight? The Edwin. You saw the Edwin versus Ryo. God, he slept with dog, bro.
Yeah.
I thought I had Edwin with it. Yeah, I think it should be a trilogy though because you know they won one, coach.
Yeah, should be a trilogy.
I'm a fan shit. Yeah, because you know Edwin got him. You know the crazy part? Because the first fight, coach, they both were changed the shots, and Edwin won their change. And now the second fight, right? Rayo won their change in the second one. So it was kind of similar. I won't say the same though, but the knockout was similar because they stayed engaging. So I think a trilogy would be good though. So yeah, that's my call, coach though.
Absolutely, fam.
Oh yeah, one more thing, coach. Hey, coach, one more thing. I forgot the Fedora one. The last caller was talking about. I think Fedora is a bad matchup. My opinion for Boots, I think Boots could put off, but Fedora, man, his height, his range, his reach. I think that nigga a weight bully in my opinion, coach. He should be fine at least at middleweight. But he can make 154 though, but that's gonna be a bad problem for Boots. He gotta use a lot of footwork. I'm gonna say that. If Boots can beat him, but he gotta use a lot of footwork to beat Fedora. But yeah, that's it though.
See, this is the thing, right? I say this. I'm gonna get to the super chats. I say this all the time, right? I say this all the time. In life, I hear people talk about the dude got rocked, and if you watch my show. And I'm not saying it's because Boots got rocked. I'm not saying it's because Xander Zayas got hurt and rocked. If you watch my show, I say this about every fighter. People say, oh man, he chinny. He got hurt. You see how he was hurt, how he got hit? I'm like, fam, the other dude is a professional fighter as well. In boxing, you gonna get hit. Boxing is very similar to life. You're gonna take some licks, baby boy. You're not gonna go through life unscathed. If you boxing, especially if you somebody that's Boots, he's a fighter. I don't look at Boots as a professional boxer. I look at him as a fighter. I looked at Crawford as a fighter. I look at someone like a Shakur Stevenson, that's a professional boxer. And there ain't nothing wrong with being a professional boxer. But what I'm saying is in life, bro, you gonna get hit. You gonna do the stanky leg. You gonna get dropped. Caller, hold on. But nigga, did you get back up? Because in life, you're going to get wobbled. You ain't going to have that money to pay that rent. You looking drunk. You got fired from your job. You got caught up and went to jail. All of those falls, all of those licks up from life, you're going to go through that. What I look at in the fighter is how you respond after you go through adversity. Oh, it's all good when you blowing through motherfuckers. If you running through everybody can say you the king of the hill. But nigga, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when that night may not be your night? And you gotta dig deep to pull that victory out. How you gonna respond then? So I think today's boxing fan, I think y'all get it wrong because okay, a dude got hurt, he got wobbled. Okay, yeah, the other nigga get paid too. The other nigga getting paid as well. That's a part of it. Now, I do get it. Boots had the hype. So from the hype that he had, there's no way he should have got hurt against this guy that was a 5-1 underdog against him. So I do get that side of the argument as well. I do get that. But if a fighter is hurt, he's supposed to clinch. Because you got to get your wherewithal back. You got to get your senses back. Because if you hurt, staggering, and the dude ain't hurt, he's more aware because he's not hurt. You kind of like, so you got to grab and hold on, make the referee do his job. You can't punish the man. Oh, yeah, man, the nigga was holding. He was supposed to hold. In life, with shit going rough, you got to hold on. That's all I got to say, fam. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's EYB Chip, man, from Columbus, Ohio, man. How you doing, big dog?
Hey, salute, fam. Columbus, Ohio. EYB, talk to me.
Man, listen, man, just real quick, like they say, man, it's 10 rules to the game, but I'm going to share with you, too. No, niggas going to hate you for whatever you do. Man, look, man, I'm watching the fight, man. I ain't never seen nobody get more praise for losing than the man that actually beat the fighter, man. It's just really crazy, man. Shout out to Boots. Shout out to you for your good wisdom and commentary, man. You know what I'm saying? I just got to work. I'm about to hit the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a fight coming up myself, my first fight, you feel me, on the amateur side. You know what I mean? We're going to just keep it amateur, but you know I got that fight in me. But nah, I just want to give you your props for doing your thing and enlightening the world with your knowledge and wisdom, man. I'm going to holler at you, big dog.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, shout out to the brother. He said damn, I supposed to got, fuck. Hey, EYB, call back, man. You said you in the amateurs. He call back, bro. Let me know where you fighting at. What's the tournament? Give me the information so we can let the people know. You fighting in Columbus, Ohio. Well, Abdullah Mason fighting this weekend. Yeah, you know, we gonna do a show. We gonna do a show about that. We gonna do a couple of shows about that, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. This Abdullah Mason and Albert Bell fight, bro. I don't know. Woo. True. I ain't gonna lie. Abdullah Mason is ambitious. I give him that. But it kind of like really, he's supposed to fight Cordino. He was gonna beat the shit out of Cordino. Cordino didn't stand a snowball chance in hell. But this dude right here, two slick black fighters in the ring, and I think Bell is like what? I think Bell is taller. I'm gonna pull him up on Box Rap. We're gonna do a show on that. Shout out to Corey from Miami. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Corey said, great show as usual, big dog. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Get Over Here. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, I can understand why kids idolize athletes and entertainers. That's true. He said, but grown ass men who do it is nasty work. He said, that's some fag non-ish. Hey, man, hey. Shout out the doggone Soda Pop. Hey, okay. For dropping that half of bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said, Coach, you are the realest on this boxing platform. Hey, I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate that. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's hit them. Matter of fact, they gave $10, so we're going to do a double up. We're going to hit it with the Huggy Bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about that, boy. I'm like, man, we might have to circle the wagon on that one. Gotta circle the wagon on that one, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, that boy Albert Bell got a lot of experience. That motherfucker, he might have a longer arm reach. He might. I gotta look and see what his arm reach is. I know Abdullah Mason got 74-inch arm reach. That's fucking long. But yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is, fam. Let's go ahead and hit it with this. Matter of fact, hold on, we got one more call. Cause I supposed to hit it with the $5. Got to hit y'all with the $5. We're gonna do a double up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Jersey. What's up, Coach?
Martin, talk to me.
Coach, I didn't get to see the fight. I was on the live show, but I saw a couple of highlights, man. I mean, I think Boots should just never mind Virgil Ortiz for now, because he's not a champion. I think he should go straight after all the champions, start stalking all them guys. Whoever got a belt and take their belt and then move up to 160. And then they can make the Virgil fight, but I think he should try to become undisputed first and then move up to 160. I think he could do it. I saw the
glow, Bruce Leroy glow. Yeah, I saw it.
He said he saw it.
You
got that glow.
Yeah, I saw
Don't
it.
ever stop. You need to know. I was like, nigga. Hey, I had my whole. I got a partner that live in Tampa. He from Philly. You know what he called and told me? He said, coach. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, did you see it? Did you see that glow? You be laughing and kikiing. Did you see that glow? I said, yeah, I saw it, dog. I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, I think dude could be from Dora. You know, I got it.
Hey,
yeah, coach.
Hey, Martin. I said I saw it, dog. I saw him catch the bullets with his teeth and everything, dog. I saw the Matrix. I saw all that shit, dog. Like, yeah, y'all told me. Yeah, I saw it, dog. I was skeptical at first, but I saw it. I saw it on full display against an opponent who I thought was worthy than anybody he have on his resume. And so I said, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, the highlight when he got hurt, that was the moment right there where he caught the bullet with his teeth.
Yeah.
He came right back and dropped dude, everybody make a big deal about fighters getting hurt. Fighters, like that guy was a world champion. I don't care if he was a 10-1 underdog. Like he was a world champion for a reason.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hurt. Obviously, I mean the same thing when back in the days when Bud got hurt by Gamboa, I was like, they still talking about that. Dude was actually hurt and he knocked them both out. I think that was my first time watching Bud. My first time watching Bud.
Do you see how I broke that down? I say they don't talk about what happened before Bud got hurt against Gamboa. He dropped him like 2-3 times prior to that, and then seconds later, after Gamboa hurt Bud went to backing up. He switched to southpaw and he knocked him out. But no, you see, he got hurt right here.
I was like, because I mean, Gamboa was the guy around that time. Everybody was behind him. And they bring in Terence Crawford, and I'm like, who is this kid right here? And then when I see him do that to Gamboa, like, oh shit, what the hell just happened here, bro?
Yeah.
And like the dude was actually like staggering stanky leg and switched off and bing.
And knocked him
like,
out.
oh my god.
Knocked him out going back.
Like it's kind of like similar. It's like kind of like similar when Boots was hurt this weekend. Like I saw the third round on my phone. I was like, oh damn. Then he just like turned around and I was looking crazy, man. After that, but. The corner taken, man. They weigh the white towel, bro. That's how it is.
All right, salute, fam.
Yeah, I got Boots beating all the other guys at 154. Salute, coach.
All right. Well, I'm the type of guy. We still got to see him fight those other guys. I don't want to like crown him and say he'll beat all those other guys. You still got to fight those other guys. I think it's 2 guys that I think that'll fight him way better than Xander Zayas, and that's Sebastian Fundora and Virgil Ortiz. I just don't think that he's going to get those fights. I hear what Robert Garcia is saying. I heard what Oscar De La Hoya said. Hey, Boots, how you doing, Boots? You did great. You look like a superstar. Why don't you come together, me, you, and Eddie, and get together, and let's put the biggest fights possible for the fans. Jaron Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. Let's, that fight to be a knockout. Let's put it together. Like, I don't believe shit, Oscar De La. Like, that whole side, bro, I just don't, I don't trust the Virgil Ortiz side, that whole side. After what just happened, because I had got excited. I remember there was a sister by the name of the Goddess. She came in the chat. She said, Coach, you getting all excited for nothing. Ain't nothing going to happen. I say, Goddess, no. Boots came, because Boots ain't never did this before. Because I'm talking shit. I'm like, man, this nigga got to put the pressure on this boy, man. I'm tired of, because I said that Boots and Virgil Ortiz was having a duck off. You ducking him, he ducking you. You had an opportunity to fight him, but you went one way. He had an opportunity to fight you. He went the other way. I said, y'all niggas having a duck off. I said, y'all. So I was ripping both of them. And then Boots did something I didn't think he was going to do. He pulled up in Grand Prairie, Texas, stepped in the ring and called Virgil Ortiz out say, I'm gonna whoop you in front of your dad. His dad was right there. Robert Garcia right there. He said, I promise you, I'm gonna show you. Y'all been talking all that junk, talking about him dunking and stuff. You know what I mean? Ain't none of that. Straight like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you. So I'm like, my eyebrows don't raise up. I don't got the Holy Ghost. I'm like, shit, this motherfucker doing something. He did something I ain't never think he'll do. And it's like when he did that, man, Virgil disappeared. To this day. He disappeared. So I'm like, man.
You got chain for $5.
Huh?
You got some chain for $5. Got chain for $5.
Got it.
Chain me
up. All right.
Man, give my $5.
All right, bro.
Man, give my $5, man. Give my $5. Give my $5. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. Give my motherfucker $5, man. Man, stop playing me, man. Give me $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5. I'm gonna tell you got it $5.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like, shit, hey, listen, all these dudes got to fight, bro. Like, they got the barbecue and meal dude. They got to fight now. I'm tired of hearing these bullshit Superman stories. I'm tired of hearing about how great this dude. Y'all got to fight each other, bro. It's simple as that. And I say this time and time again, the only way you are going to know who the best fighter is, they got to fight each other. Because any given day, a fighter can lose. You can look like a world. See, this is what I love about boxing. You can look like a world beater against one guy because stylistically, his style lines up with yours, and you just way better than that guy. But you may fight this other dude, and he like, my nigga, I ain't finna fight you nothing like that. And I can punch. And the other dude sat back and watched. And you know what I mean? So there has to be a conclusion. The only way we're going to know who is who, because it's just like football. Any given Sunday, a team can win. Boxing is the same way. Any given Saturday night, you can get your chin checked. How many fights you've seen where the one guy was the heavily favorite and he got his ass knocked out and lost? That shit happened in boxing all the fucking time. There's not all, there's never really, there's, a lot of times in boxing, there's a foregone conclusion who gonna win. Like, there was a foregone conclusion Boots is gonna win. I think those are the facts. I don't think nobody can argue that. Every odds that I saw online, we did shows on it Thursday, we did shows on it Friday. And what did we see? Because I said it was 3-1. Then somebody hit me up, they say, nah, coach, it's 5-1. It went up to 5-1. As it got closer to the fight, the odds went up. Boots was heavily favored to win the fight to end by knockout, and Boots is heavily favored to win, period, on the money line. Xander Zayas wasn't given a shot at all. Understandably so. Understandably so. You know what I mean? He did his best. So, and this is what I think too, right? I think Top Rank, again, I know people at Top Rank, but no one told me this. This is what I'm telling them. This is my assessment. A lot of these promotional companies or the man, it depends on what kind of power you have within the contract, because the manager works for you. And the promoter allegedly is supposed to work for you, but we know that ain't true. We know how what they say it is and what it is two different things. They're probably gonna tell them, look, since you're so ambitious and you want to jump in the ring with this guy when we don't think you're ready, okay, go ahead, be my guest. And then when the fighter who was very ambitious get his ass whooped because he was outmatched, these promotional companies have very good matchmakers, and the matchmakers know who to put their fighter in the ring with and who not to put their fighter in the ring with. I'm telling you, I've spoken to matchmakers who currently do matchmaking for some of your best, from your favorite boxing promotional companies right now. And I've spoken to some who used to matchmake, and they tell me, look, man, the matchmaker job is to work real close, hand in hand with the promoter. The matchmaker will go around and he knows They'll find out all kind of information. Yeah, we can get that dude right there. He ain't been training. He still look like he kind of in shape, but he going through whole problems. He drinking a little bit on the side. We can get him. You see what I'm saying? Like they know. Like the matchmaker say, look, man, no, don't fight this dude stylistically, man. He all wrong for us. But sometimes you get a fighter, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I want to fight him. And sometimes it works. Sometimes the fighter go against what his team says, go against what his promoter said. The promoter make the promoter make the fight. The promoter make the fight, and then he'll win. That happened. I'm finna tell you who that happened to. That happened to Terence Crawford when he fought was it British Prescott? He turned pro in 2008. 3 years later, he meet Tim Bradley because Tim Bradley was managed by Tim Duncan. I mean, not Tim Duncan, Cameron Duncan. And Terence Crawford was managed by Cameron Duncan. And Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. was managed by Cameron Duncan. So Tim was getting ready for what that dude name? He was getting ready for Devin Alexander. And he needed a sparring partner. He said, I will run it through. Tim Bradley broke that story right here on this show. I had a dude tell me, yeah, man, coach, yeah, Tim Bradley, is, he discovered Bud through sparring. I'm like, you learned that from over here. Tim said that on this show. He broke that story over here. He said, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you something I never told nobody. And he said it right here on this show. And then he eventually released some of the video footage. That interview I did with Tim, that shit got almost 300,000 views. I'm still making money off that video right now. So he broke that down and he said, man, I knew right. He said, this dude was whooping my ass. He said he ain't had no trainer. He ain't had nobody in his corner. I just had somebody, one of my guys, pour him some water or something. He was like, he ain't had no water, none of that. He was looking dirty, dusty. He had the plaits at that time. Braids or some shit. Skinny dude. But he looked strong. I thought I was going to run through him. He said he whooped my ass. And then Tim said that Tim Bradley was the one, he got his big break with Tim. Because Crawford was put in several fights that he wasn't expected to win. Prescott, last minute. Ricky Burns, wasn't nobody expecting him to whoop him, but I think Ricky Burns really didn't want to watch. That was an Eddie Hearns fighter. That was the first time one of Eddie Hearns fighters got his ass whooped by Terence Crawford, Ricky Burns. As a matter of fact, every fighter Eddie Hearn have had, this is why Eddie Hearn always talk shit about Crawford. Every fighter that Eddie Hearn have had that sit in the ring, that he sat in the ring with him, he beat him. And he beat a lot of those PBC fighters that he was fighting at 135 and at 140 as well. Fought a few of them, Hammer and Hank Lundy. I don't know if Gamboa was over there, but Diaz. It was a bunch of them dudes he whooped over there. So the matchmakers know, we ain't gonna put him in there with this nigga. I'm telling you, bro, this how this shit work. And then the promotional companies, they control a lot of the mainstream media outlets. So if you guys feel like, well, Max Kellerman, he seemed like he don't change, well, he got to hold the water for the people who pay him. And then in the independent media, shout out to Benito. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said the dudes avoiding and still want to be called the best. Yeah, pretty much. And then in the independent media job is to hold the water for the promoters or their favorite fighter. I'm going to tell you how. Why? Because they want access. If I can get the access and get to interview them, I can get the view. See, your YouTube channels, it's all about the clicks and the views. And we're able to see the algorithm, what's going on in the algorithm. What topic is the hot topic? Right now, Jaron Ennis is the hot topic right now. It's going to die down by the end of the week. It's going to die down. It always do. Y'all know how it go. It's going to die down at the end of the week. And then it's going to be on to the next. But they want access because the access gives them the validation that they need to the public. A lot of people want to be a part of the mainstream because it validates them. I'm a part. You know, understandably so. I get that. You get what I'm saying? And then you got a motherfucker like me. I'm really true independent. Like when I get on the plane, I fly. I use my own money. When I get a hotel, I use my own money. I get press credentials and stuff like that. You know, whenever I go, you know, stuff like that. But you know, but it is what it is. I'm not on the tape. I don't get the money. You get what I'm saying? I'm not jealous of anyone who do get it. You know what I mean? Like y'all the chosen niggas. I'm not the chosen one. And I get that. I'm fine with that. You get what I'm saying? I had no problem with that. Because nobody owe me nothing. I'm a hustler, right? I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get mine from the mud. That's why I'm team fuck. That's why we team fuck the other side. I understand the game. I've been doing this long enough, and I haven't played the game. I ain't kissed no ass. I ain't get no knee pads, no KY jelly, no cocoa butter, no baby oil, like Ellie suck a nigga nutsack. I ain't have to coon. I ain't have to buck dance. I ain't have to do none of that shit. I ain't got a buck dance for butter biscuits. None of that. I'm gonna smoke my weed, talk my shit, and laugh, and we're gonna move on to the next subject matter. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, y'all know what time of TI is, man. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Dr. Paul. Shout out to Dr. Tony, man, and Dr. Alley. Dr. Tony, Dr. Alley. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can as well. And y'all know what it is, man. Jaron Ennis won. Y'all know the ritual. Shout out to Philly, man. Y'all did your thing. Y'all go around the internet and talk your shit. I hear y'all celebrate. Them niggas in Philly dancing right now. I heard they don't shut the streets down in Germantown. They don't shut the streets down. I heard the mayor, I don't know who the mayor is in Philadelphia. I heard the mayor talking about giving Boots keys to the city. They say they finna make a statue in his name. They finna build a statue. I heard they changing the name of the street. The Jaron Boots Ennis on Boulevard. You get what I'm saying? That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I gotta reach out to a couple of them boys I know over there. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, fam. Y'all know what time it is.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Nigga, yeah, dog, try to tell you, dog. Nigga, Boots chinny, dog. Nigga, chinny, he can't take no punch. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, fam. You get what I'm saying? Boots like, I promise you. Straight like that. I promise you. I'm gonna show you. I'm telling you. I'm gonna show you. I say, now we know when he go to talking like that now. He say, he must don't know. He can't know.
The fuck? Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
He must don't know. He can't know.
Huh?
He can't know.
Why the fuck you wrote it all up on me, cuz? He must don't know. He can't know. But I'm talking about, hey, listen. Where that nigga was catching bullet with his teeth, sad. I'm like, damn, hey, you know what? I'm like, shit, they gonna have to, listen, they gonna have to, listen, they're gonna have to put that boy on. Did anybody found Virgil on T? Yeah, we're gonna put it, they're gonna have to put his face on the brochure. Boy, lights out. Okay.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure.
Boy.
Lights out. You hear me? Clap on, clap off.
Okay.
Huh? You got me fucked up, cuz.
Nigga, you got me fucked up, cuz. Nigga, holla about he gonna whoop me. Nigga, you saw what I did to him.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Shout out to everybody watching the show, man. We got a lot of people. We had over 500 people watching. We got a lot of people on X watching. A lot of people, it went down a little bit on this channel, but we had over 300 watching on this channel, and Bossum, Coach Malachi, salute to everybody, man. Much love to the family, man. Y'all, listen, y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to all the lovers out there.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Hey, man, shout out to the face of boxing.
Yeah. Oh, that look good. How much
Hey, and I tell you what, man, look here, man. I want everybody to drop we ain't gonna drop the city yet. We're gonna do 2 more commercial breaks, and I want to dedicate this show to the beautiful brothers and sisters in the chat. Shout out to the Tenderonis, the PYTs, the Honey Dips, and we can't forget about the Snow Bunny.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control.
Yeah, man, Snow Bunny love, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the boys over there in Philly. I hear a lot of y'all right now. You got your kufis on right now. Alhamdulillah. You got your kufis on right now. You got your Snow Bunny. Boots don't worn. Don't go ahead and partake in the festivities, my brother. You still a king. You still a king. Don't worry about it, brother. You know what I mean? Solomon had many wives. Y'all brothers go ahead and indulge. Go ahead and do your thing. You deserved it. Boots won. Yeah, you know, get your old buttermilk, got buttermilk coming through. Go ahead and get you some. You feel me? Go ahead and do your thing, man. Y'all drop your cities. Let me know where you're from. All right, man. Y'all know it's roll call. It's roll call. Shout out to Fayetteville, North Cackalack. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Orlando, Old Tizown in this BIH. Fresno, Killer Cali, California. San Diego, Killer Cali. Shout out to New Smyrna, New Smyrna Beach, man. Salute. Can't forget about H-Town. ATL in this bitch. Can't forget about New York. Omaha, Nebraska, North Side. Shout out to San Diego, Cali. Cardiff, Wales. Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to who else we got? Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Newark. Shout out to Newport. Shout out to Newport Beach, California. Dade County, this bitch. Born and raised in the county of Dade. Shout out to West Tampa. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. If anybody, y'all hear me talk about West Tampa is a neighborhood that's in Tampa. It's on the right. It's on the west side of town. It's right by the downtown, close to the skyline. You can see the skyline from downtown. It's the most beautiful section out all the hoods, it's more beautiful than the rest of them. That's just my personal bias. You get what I'm saying? But it's right there. Riverfront Park is right there. Boulevard, we got Amateur Works right there. We got everything right there on the west side. They throw block parties every goddamn weekend. Right there on Main Street up top. So anyway, just let me know. Y'all in the city, y'all go come holler at me. I'll be at Foster's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida. Y'all, I'll be there, man. I'll be there. Shout out to Detroit.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to London.
Hey,
the city. Shout out to the Bricks over there in the London. The Bricks, Brixton. Shout out to the Bricks.
Hey, okay.
Let's see who else we got. Ain't nobody. That's it. Y'all ain't got no more cities. Damn, I know, goddamn. I know. I wish I could see what people talk about on X. X, I see how many people there, but y'all gotta let me know. Hold on, let's go to X right quick. Y'all ain't got no. Is there anybody on X? Y'all let a nigga know where y'all from, fam. Anybody on X? I don't. Let's see. I see y'all watching. There's a bunch of motherfuckers watching on X. Y'all gotta leave a comment in the chat, fam. Like where y'all from, fam. Anyways, it is what it is. Wichita, Kansas.
Hey, okay.
Wichita, Kansas, man. Much love to everybody, man. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Hey, man, listen, man. I might be taking a trip down to Miami. Bro, I want to tell y'all something. I got invited. I was supposed to be in New York to see the fight between Boots and Xander Zayas, and I was supposed to be in Cleveland to see Abdullah Mason. Like, the promoters hit me up. They like, man, what's up, man? You coming or what? What you gonna do? And I couldn't, you know what I mean? Because I got some things I'm working on. I haven't been anywhere none this year because I've been working on my advertising agency, getting that off the ground. And, I booked a couple of clients. So, you know what I mean? And, it's high ticket, it's high. I deal with, high ticket clients. You get what I'm saying? And I work with med spas. So, it's a lot of money in that. You dig? But much love to everybody, man. Shout out to Philly, man. Y'all did your thug thizzle. My motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.